everybody. This is a Not a Clue podcast. It is the 12th of August already.
5 days.
5 days to what?
33.
Oh, that's right. So happy early birthday already to our intern, Kenneth.
I don't think we should take the intern off and just kick him off the show, period.
Sweet.
Deuces!
That's all it took. I said that shit months ago.
And there goes Keith. He's out the door. Actually, he's going to stick around until the order, and then he's gone. He wants to know how he can start preparing for this.
He's last.
But my name is Brad.
I'm not.
That's CD.
I'm the intern, Kenneth.
That is the intern. I'm going to slide that closer to you.
No, I don't want it closer.
We barely picked you up when you said your name, so.
We'd like to put it in his face. I don't want to lie to you.
Because I'm still so fucking full.
Stick that big black thing in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what Aaron says.
She just says black thing.
She leaves out the pig.
She says thing.
It's more like, what is that thing?
What the fuck do you want me to do with that?
Why is it near me?
Is that supposed to be a doorstop? What is that?
Service yourself.
Here, let me get the peanut butter. Bella will come over. It's fine.
That's gross.
It's not cheating because it's your dog.
I'm not wasting my peanut butter.
But it's not cheating because it's your dog.
It's a different zip code.
That's a great. All right, anyway. You can find us here at Spreaker.com/show/NotaCluePodcast, Facebook.com/NotaCluePodcast. Find us on the Twitter thingy at NotaCluePod, Instagram at NotaCluePodcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. First name of the channel is Not a Clue. All one word, second is podcast. I also see we got a famous follow this week on the Twitter thingy.
On the tweeter?
Yeah.
Who?
Aaron. Aaron followed us on Twitter.
Aaron who?
Your wife.
No.
Hernandez.
Yeah. Yes, Aaron Hernandez.
Hello from the other side.
I know Adele's not on the other side, but she just reached out to slap you.
He reached out from the other side.
Well, he's dead.
Gave me a reach around from the other side.
Nice.
Hey,
A hang and reach around.
Ooh, too soon.
Never too soon. Never too soon. But anyway, thanks you guys. Thanks you guys. Thanks you guys for listening. You guys are awesome. So one thing we're going to be doing in this episode, we've done it. Actually, this will be the third time we've done it because it's the third year that we've had the draft eligible during this. We're going to pull our names for our upcoming draft. So we have the 9 people who are officially in it, and then we have just the extra one for the possible person that's going to be taking over for...
possibly our famous follower.
That's true. It could be our famous... Actually, past champion.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
she hit it and quit it and just left the league. Yeah.
Champion.
Yeah.
And championship still up for debate.
Inaugural champion.
Co-champion.
Co-champion with who?
Me.
With you?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she drafted that team.
I was going to say, remember, that was the Dez year. Mm-hmm. That was where she took Dez, what, 4th, 5th? What pick? What?
First round.
It was the 4th or the 5th pick, though.
Yeah, no, it was
No, it
early.
wasn't that early.
It was... One wide receiver was already off the board when she took Dez, but...
It was in the back of the first.
Still,
But
first
still.
round pick.
Yeah, Dez Bryant.
And she still got the chip.
Ask her why.
Ask.
Okay.
Did you say she stopped listening
Yes.
to you? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Everyone here knows that's not true.
I do believe that when the Dez Bryant pick came out, all of us went, "What?" And we were like, "Are you serious?"
She's like, yeah, I want Dez Bryant.
And then fast forward the clock to end of December, and who's got the title belt? This household. Is that better? This household?
Co-champion.
A little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say her and Solara were the,
Co-champs.
were the
My name's going on that belt next to hers. So I got 1.5 championships.
You're going to put an asterisk next to her name on it? Is that what you're going to do?
I'm just going to cross that name out. Matter of fact, you can't come back this year. She goes, I don't want to go. I don't want to draft. I just want to, play with it, do the year.
I just want to move the line up and
So
shit.
it's ready. You can play with it anytime.
I was going to say, just name your dick fantasy football.
She'd go on
She'll
strike.
play with it throughout the year.
She'd go on strike. She'd be like, well, I like fantasy basketball now.
Okay, it's called fantasy sports.
No, she only plays DraftKings. She gets a new fantasy football team each week.
Nice one.
That is a good one.
Nice.
Also, if you want to use
Just go
that,
George Floyd.
also DraftKings, if you want to use that, you can pay us some money.
You heard me, Aaron? He just called you a slut.
No, I didn't.
You implied it.
I didn't imply nothing. A lady can do what she wants with her body.
She
I ain't here to control no one.
He implied he implied you were a slut.
Topical.
Should I be offended? That is my wife. You implied she was a slut.
Are you?
No. The heavy no shake. You couldn't hear the rattle on the microphone, but
Not even a little bit?
a lot of it. The crinkling you're hearing, Keith is done.
Taco Bell.
He's done his bell of taco.
No. They're not paying us.
That's why I call it bell of taco.
That's still too close. If they're not going to give me a free chalupa, fuck them. Chalupa's fucking delicious.
I can't eat it. I'm
With-
too afraid to eat a taco
With
bell.
some jalapenos.
On a steak.
Chalupa Batman? I just finished it. So.
Nice. Way to catch up to us.
All right, so let's talk about some sports stuff before we do the draft-a-roni.
Draft-a-roni.
The draft-a-roni.
San Francisco treat.
Is that Jimmy G?
I was thinking rice-a-roni.
No, I know, but would that be Jimmy G?
That's Ray Rice.
The initial plan was to do a blind resume because I thoroughly liked blind resume when we did it.
It was fun. I mean,
Yeah, and
I enjoyed it.
I forgot my notebook and I accidentally shut all my windows down and my computer was kind of unplugged for a few hours because I was visiting my daughter. So
Things got lost.
things
Yeah,
just
man.
didn't stay up, and all that's there is the Not a Clue podcast page and the Facebook page. That's all that's there.
It happens.
Yeah, kind of sucks, but still, let's get this show kicking. So, Antonio Brown, this was gonna be a little different topic, but today he kind of changed course and says he's not retiring and he's going to report. But did he have a gripe on his fight? Honestly,
Sure.
okay, how so?
It's safety.
Was it legit safety or just him being himself? Because just the way he's been.
Well, when it comes down to safety, even if it's him being himself, 99.9% in a sport like football, that 0.01% matters that much.
But that's the reason why they took the helmet off, though. It's not like they were like, hey, guess what? You know, the helmet you were using previously, you just can't use because we don't like the design anymore. It's because, hey, that's an old design. The helmets are only rated for X amount of contact. We don't want you wearing it anymore. We grandfathered you in, but we're trying to better.
All right, if they grandfather them in, what's the point?
No, they grandfathered everybody 1 year with the helmets, and Aaron Rodgers was one of the ones who got a new one
But
because he was one of the ones with the old one.
Yeah, Brady was one of the ones that he actually was on the side of AB, saying that I don't like it. I like my old one, but I kind of have no choice in the matter. That's pretty much what he said.
But that's like it's all about the players, like the NFL side of things. They're trying to.
no, they're doing it for lip service. Because if they were trying to make it safer, it's so much more things they can do. It's all lip service. They don't give a fuck about player safety. They care about the
Bottom line.
opinion. Yeah, that too. They care
I was gonna
about.
say that's probably the most important
They
thing.
care about the look of looking like they're doing something for player safety.
That's
But
there's some truth to that. There's
but
a
I
lot
also-
of truth to that, actually.
But I also feel like that it's almost like a car. You know, you don't. Car gets hit 5 times, you don't go. Still the safest car on the road. Let's just keep driving it.
frame's a little bent,
It-
stains in the
You're
back
gonna
seat.
have wear and tear on helmets, and I think you should have to get a new one every couple of years.
All right,
Dead hamster and a condom in the back.
but if that car passes inspection in year 1, and then it passes inspection in year 5, and then even after all these accidents, and it passes inspection, but the government says you can't get it because I think it's not safe. It's no anecdotal evidence
No, it's
behind
but
it.
it's not the government that's going to.
No, I'm just using
I know.
you use a car.
I know.
I can't use an NFL with a
No,
car.
but with a car, it would be your insurance. Your insurance company's going to charge you more because it's more of a risk.
Okay.
Whereas, AB, hey, you sign a disclaimer saying that anything that happens to your head is not liable by the NFL because you want to use your old helmet. by all means, I will let you use your own helmet.
They won't let him do that either.
All right, well, see, that's something that they should work out. Because if he would sign something like that, then I'd say, fuck it, that's on you now.
Yeah, but if I were his agent, I immediately would be like, do not sign that paper, because
that exonerates the NFL from anything.
That time you got knocked the fuck out a couple of years ago, and that all of a sudden creeps back on you, that's washed out the window.
But, I mean, if he's hell-bent on using his helmet, this is...
Well, he said, I don't have the article up, I had it, it's gone. But he pretty much, from what I remember... He's gonna sit out, I guess, a little bit more, and then he's gonna.
He probably just don't want to go to fucking training camp.
That's almost.
Case in point, Aaron Donald has played 0 training camps up until this year, the last 2 seasons. And what did he do the last 2 years?
Just playing in
Yeah, okay, there you go.
So, I'm thinking about drafting him in the first round, even though he doesn't need to do anything. Just say, I got Aaron Donald on my team.
Just get him.
See, we're on an IDP. I don't care. I want this motherfucker on my team.
My first pick, Aaron Donald. But it's Aaron fucking Donald.
All right.
Did I fucking stutter?
Rams defense.
Actually, that's what it would be.
No. We're writing in Aaron Donald. He scored 2 touchdowns this season.
Not a lot of points.
It's more than Le'Veon Bell got somebody last year.
The arbitrator for the NFL officially denied his helmet grievance, which is why he basically now has to report. Because if he wants his money, he has to report.
You can get that money.
I don't give a fuck either way. I understand what he's saying.
I do
It's
too.
lip service from the NFL. 99% of the stuff they say is lip service.
That's the truth.
And there's no way you can tell me it's different.
I didn't. Did I?
You tried to with your eyes.
You guys were saying something else. You misread the situation.
Usually.
Hey, send Bill a message. Tell him that we're going to be doing those. He's
Bill!
Billy, can you hear us telepathically through the interweb?
I'm using my ESPN.
The Ocho?
That was on.
Did you watch it?
I watched like The Rock skipping and stuff.
I didn't get a
like
chance
that.
to watch any of it. I was so upset.
I got to see it on Snapchat. Why was it on the 7th and not the 8th? That was just the strange part that I get. It was.
I think it had to do with the day, like the day of the week.
Still, it was 8-7, not 8-8.
Yeah, I don't know. They had to do it on whatever.
Don't judge me, CD.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
The day that it fell on.
Oh, makes more sense, that whole conversation now.
8-7 was the date they actually did it.
And last year when they first did it, it was 8-8, yeah.
It makes more sense now because I tuned you out, to be
It's
honest.
okay. Fly ball.
Cut.
Dropped.
Whoa.
Touche.
Ba-ding, ba-dong, ba-ding. Our first touche of the evening, folks. So this was kind of talked about, and you actually kind of played a little bit of it beforehand, about Dak turning down $30 million. He actually, according to Jane Slater of NFL.com, Dak wants a deal of $40 million a year.
He can want whatever the fuck he wants.
Okay, I was going to say, will he get that A? And what do you think he's actually worth, money-wise? Like, if you were the GM, what kind of money would you throw at him? Honestly. Taking your hatred for that team away and taking your love away for the team.
I love the Cowboys. Make the Giants look good.
Is that Taco Bell already hitting you?
That shit hit you before you take that first bite.
You smell it.
You walk into Taco Bell and you start frying.
You uncrinkle the bag and it's like, oh, gas.
No, you don't even order yet. As soon as you walk in the door.
God! It just hit the nostrils. Good lord, man.
Not good.
No, it's not.
I'm downwind.
Oh, you're gonna blow it right in my face. Oh, giggity. Anyway.
Away from my face. It's not even plugged in.
Good. Thank God. Wow, you really smell it.
No, it was bad.
Anyway, is he worth not the amount of your shit that you just laid, but the
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
You're worth what you can get. If he can ask for 40 and get 35, he's worth it.
What would you offer him as a fair, or a little above fair, I'll even say, because you want to keep him, but you don't want to overpay? Dude, he really smells.
I know.
For some reason, the air is hitting it and it's blowing it back in my
I'm trying to
nostril.
blow it towards him.
But it's like it must have started going this way and it just kicked right back this way, and it's like
Double
no.
dose for Brad.
What do I offer him? It depends on what the guaranteed is, though. Because he can get $40 million a year. If only 20 of it is guaranteed, it don't really matter. I'd offer him 5 years at 140.
And then put like a big chunk
Give him
guaranteed.
100.
I was gonna say like 80 to 90 guaranteed.
No, it's got to be more guaranteed. It's gonna probably be 107.
But if you say that and you start with 70 to 90 guaranteed, you'll at least get your foot in the door, and he'll be like, okay, let's work our way here.
No, because with the last 3 ones being signed, it's been 98, 107, and 108 or something like that.
I was gonna say I can go to the contract page, 'cause that way I can look up the
I don't think
quarterbacks.
he's on it.
You got to explain why though. He's
You
won.
have to take away your love for the team. You have to put on a regular
No, but
GM.
like I said, I don't think he's worth it.
He's a winner.
I don't like him as a quarterback.
Why?
I really don't.
But just saying that, there's got to be a reason why. Does he not throw the ball well enough?
He doesn't. I mean, he's got
Compared to
a lot of people. But that's the thing is, I think his success is predicated more on the presence of Zeke being on the team than Dak Prescott being on the team. 100%. I would rather pay Zeke the money that I would be paying.
even though you can find a replacement for Zeke for a fifth of what you would pay Zeke.
And Zeke you can keep under control for the next 3 years.
This is a quarterback-driven league. No matter how good your
I
running
know,
back is,
I know, but
you can have the greatest running back in the league and have a bad quarterback.
And the money you're going to save.
Like you Saquon and the Giants.
The money
I completely
and
understand.
the money you save not paying Zeke now for these next couple of years, you can also sign Amari for a decent contract, and you could probably pull in another person next year.
I don't think Dak is worth it. I think Dak is a serviceable quarterback at best.
All right, so what do you think Kirk Cousins is?
Serviceable quarterback at best.
Because he's better than Kirk Cousins.
A serviceable quarterback at best.
What about Matt Ryan?
Matty Ice is a good quarterback.
He's better than Matt Ryan.
I don't think so.
All right, stop right there. Okay, Matt Ryan's contract is this was guaranteed at signing $94.5 million. He's got an average salary of $30 million a year. I just wanted to throw that out there since you guys are saying that. Okay, go ahead.
Wait to hold it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Dedicated.
Wait. Time in. Go ahead.
He runs better than Matty Ice.
I don't.
Throws less interceptions.
Less attempts.
It's a difference when you have the best wide receiver in the game on the
Julio
team also.
But yeah, because he's going to throw the ball. It was the Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson syndrome.
No,
Matthew Stafford would just throw the ball towards Calvin Johnson because, hey, you're Calvin fucking Johnson. Catch the ball.
Who's Calvin Johnson?
All right, is he better than Matt Stafford?
No.
I don't know if you can continue this conversation.
Stafford's a better quarterback.
Based on what?
Based on just watching him play.
Oh, so you're just going on an eye test.
I'm
taking Dak Prescott over Matt Stafford.
Wins don't mean shit because you know what? A coach can tell a quarterback, hey, this is the game plan. This is what you're going to do. All you have to do is do it. Dak Prescott does not throw a ball that makes me go, wow, that was amazing.
But why does the ball have
That's
to
why
look good to be a good quarterback? Eli throws a horrible ball and he has 2 Super Bowls.
Again, it wasn't. Those were. You can even.
He made the key play in both Super Bowls.
The
key play. He made the throw the punch going back in the end zone. He spun out of a tackle and threw the ball. He threw it up, but he threw it up where his receiver can get it. You don't have to throw a pretty ball.
No, but
Randall Cunningham never threw a pretty ball.
Randall Cunningham's one of my favorite quarterbacks.
I loved him, but he didn't throw a pretty ball.
I don't think he's worth it.
Okay, I'm not.
I know.
I'm just asking why.
Nice Thunder Boomer. I saw the lightning.
I wasn't sure if that was Keith Ass or not.
But no, I'm just.
Jason said it between the two that we just said. He would take Matty Ice over Dak. His opinion.
Fuck his opinion.
But thank you for listening, Jay. We'll be getting to the draft thing soon.
But
7 p.m.
I don't think he's worth $30 million.
Ish.
Like even the contract they offered him, I thought he was worth less. Like
Okay.
So which quarterback would you lump him in with? Like if you had to compare, if you were gonna say, okay, he's more like this quarterback. That way I can go to his contract and be like, okay, give me like someone. Both of you guys can give me a comparison that you think, and then I'll be like, do you think he's worth that much, or is
Russell
he worth
Wilson.
more? Okay, Russell.
He's in the Russell Wilson vein.
Okay, Russell Wilson, who just got paid this year.
Mm-hmm.
His total guarantee at signing is only 70, but his practical guarantee is 107.
But this is what happens. You don't get paid for how good you are. You get paid for how much the last player got paid.
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing.
The market fluctuates all the time.
He's going to be in that Russell Wilson.
Don't get me wrong. The Cowboys are going to pay him.
Carson Wentz is.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to pay him one way or another.
Is he better than Wentz?
Oh, Jason's reason was because Matty Ice has made it to the playoffs and has made it and had wins in the playoffs and made it to the Super Bowl. That was one reason Jay said. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that.
No,
I thought you said Matt Stafford.
No, Matty Ice.
Matty
Ice.
I'm talking about Matty Ice.
Yeah,
Matty
but
Ice
all right. If that's the case, he fucked them over in the Super Bowl.
I think that was coaching too.
You gotta. Well, it was him also. If he's gonna give him points for making, he's gotta take away points for him fucking him over.
Jay goes to your point about Russell Wilson. He's also another one that makes the playoffs and has a ring.
But his make the playoffs when he wasn't a good quarter. He was not a good quarterback. Yet.
No, he's still getting better.
You see,
his throwing has gotten so much better.
I don't think Dak has that kind of ceiling though.
still in the Russell Wilson.
He's too complacent. Dak's complacent with everything.
Look what his offensive coordinator is.
I know. That's why I'm saying anybody can do that job because that offensive coordinator is just going to be like, hey, hand the ball off, throw a 5-yard out.
Okay, but
hand the ball off.
But you can't
throw
put
a
that.
slant.
Don't put that on a quarterback.
But I don't think he can do more.
He can make the. When you gave him Amari Cooper last
You
year,
literally
he
just
took off.
You just took the words out of my mouth. He was
again. It was slant.
No, it
slant.
wasn't.
Yes,
No, it wasn't. I watched a shit ton of the games.
There was a lot of posts and goes there.
He
really
throws
weren't.
a nice deep ball. I'm not saying he has one of the strong. He has a strong arm. He doesn't have one of the
No.
top 5 arms.
There was also a lot of 15 and ins and outs too.
I had high hopes when we got Gallup because Gallup was supposed to be a top
You're over the top, yeah.
receiver.
We've had this. Yeah, we've had
Dax,
this discussion.
that was the big thing I liked about him the first year. He had a strong arm. It didn't translate last year for me well enough.
All right, that's on Michael Gallup, I believe. You gave him a number 1 proven receiver, someone that has had success in this league.
No,
he took off.
You gave him the best route runner in the league that any quarterback should be able to fucking hit.
All right, that's true, but not any quarterback hit him.
No, because Derek Carr is fucking shitting retards out of his ass. I don't know.
Did he have Taco Bell too?
Yes.
Okay. All right, there you go. Is he better than Derek Carr?
I was going to say the offensive line in Oakland was an Achilles heel. No
Derek
pun
Carr,
intended.
who was before he broke his back, was a legit MVP.
No, and I agree, but Derek Carr that is currently playing,
who is, I think, just recovering completely from having a broken back.
And don't forget,
I had a quarterback that played for my team.
They're rebuilding
that
that
had a
offensive
broken
line.
back and never really came back the same.
He was also 10, 12 years older than
I know,
Derek
but
Carr.
that's the thing is I don't think he's going to come back to Derek Carr before the back injury. I mean, he's going to come back to a more serviceable quarterback than he was last year.
Listen, all I'm saying is you gave him a legit number 1, and you saw what he can do with it. He runs great routes. He might be the best route runner in the NFL. That's up for debate.
It is.
He's the top 5.
He can have a hand. He can have a debatable on the hands part, but he's.
I think Julio Jones is a great route runner.
He is. He's underrated because of his size.
Antonio Brown, great route runner. Odell Beckham, great route runner. D-Hop, great route runner. So
T.Y. Hilton's a great route
yeah,
runner.
just saying he's the best route runner.
I know.
It's up for debate.
You can.
I can see.
It was just me throwing it out there as an extreme to my point that I was trying to make.
Jay again says Dak is actually a rising star and has the talent to be elite in his opinion. He's just not there yet.
He's only his 3rd year. Of course he's not there.
Yeah. And that's why I don't think you can throw him that kind of money in.
But you have to.
I know. I know you have to. In the league, I know you have to.
And you're paying him for his potential right at this point.
And that's why I think we don't pay him.
All right. If
And
you
we
don't
go
give the 30 to him, what quarterback do you give it to? Because you're going to have to give it to somebody.
Yep. Start looking.
For who?
Yeah, who are you gonna?
Or start wheeling and dealing.
For who, though?
Well, it depends on what we're getting.
No, you have to get a quarterback. What quarterback are you going to replace Dak with?
Realistically, that you could think that you could get
Because you're not getting Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson,
no.
Deshaun Watson.
You're not getting Phillip
that's
Rivers,
simple
Drew Brees,
enough.
Andrew Luck. You're not getting these ones. You're basically eliminating the top half of the league right there, and Dak Prescott's in that
He's a top
conversation.
15 quarterback.
But, okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, we have Russell Wilson,
top 5 quarterback.
We have Tom Brady. I'm just going through the list of the big money makers here.
Fuck
Tom Brady.
Fuck Tom Brady.
But again, an elite
Fuck
quarterback.
He ain't elite no more.
But still, he's still better than a lot in the league.
That's not saying this. But a lot of fucking
Raplesberger.
I was gonna say, don't you got like 3 former starters on one team?
If Aaron Rodgers, Carson Wentz, I think that's where that's one that we can go. Okay, but if he's healthy though, he had an MVP season until he got really hurt.
I'd take Dak over Carson Wentz.
I would as well.
I would too. Matty Ice,
I'm taking Dak.
Kirk Cousins,
I'm taking Dak.
the Greek Freak, or Jimmy G. Sorry.
That's a toss up because I need to see a full year of
Yeah,
Jimmy G.
he's one of those
at
ones.
At this point, I'm taking Dak.
Availability is a stat.
Availability is a key.
Derek Carr,
I'm taking Dak.
Drew Brees.
I'm taking Drew Brees. And this is all with it's for the next 2 years.
Well, no, but that's
Like
that's what it would. Like
Andrew
right
Luck.
now, I would be making a move to try to get something for the next 2 years if I was.
That's actually next on the average salary is Alex Smith.
I'm taking.
You can take a third string right now over him because at least they're there.
I'm taking Dak.
Shane Falco or Joe Flacco.
There's nobody else on that list. I'm not taking Dak over.
You got Phillip Rivers, Eli
Except
Manning,
Deshaun.
Cam Newton, Baker Mayfield.
I'm taking Dak over both of them. No, I'm taking Cam. I still got
high hopes.
I got a man crush on Cam.
After-
I'm taking him over Baker Mayfield.
Coming out of college, I was like, no, I don't think he's going to be good. And then when he fucking threw for 4,200 yards and ran for like 500, I'm like, yeah, he shut me the fuck up.
I love Baker Mayfield, and the Browns were my sleeper team last year. They're my team this year. Not my team.
No, but
my team.
I know what you're
I was
saying.
going to say Pat Mahomes.
I'm taking Pat Mahomes.
He's making $4.
I forgot about Pat.
His average salary is $4 million.
I forgot about Pat
that guy
Mahomes.
too.
That's why I had to throw Deshaun Watson in there too. I forgot about him.
Yeah, he's making
How
$4.
would you forget about Pat Mahomes?
Shit, Deshaun Watson's making.
He's gonna regress.
I don't think he's going to regress too much, but he is going to regress.
He's gonna
this year.
regress majorly. If he gives you 3,835 touchdowns, that's a deep regression. Still a great year. If he just regresses that much, that's a dramatic. That's a dramatic drop off from last year.
Traumatic, nice.
So you got to say he's going to have a deep reduction, regression.
I think that would be a great place for Melvin Gordon to go.
Where?
Kansas City.
How many goddamn backs do they need? They got. Oh fuck! I can't think of their names.
Wait, who did you say?
I said
KC.
Melvin Gordon. You know, Melvin Gordon.
Well, they have Damian Williams. They did have Spencer Ware. He's now in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't remember who else they have now. I just know Damian Williams is going to be the starter there.
And I made a mistake. I thought when you said Kansas City, first thing I went to was Kareem Hunt, and I forgot he was.
Yeah,
He gone.
that's what I was saying. That's
He
why I was
gone.
like Melvin Gordon. I think would be a good transit because Andy Reid likes to use his backs as pass catchers, and
A
Melvin
team
Gordon's
that I thought
a
that
pass
could
catcher.
a team I thought that could have used him that ended out getting Duke instead were the Texans.
They would have had to give up too much for a Melvin Gordon type.
But they had a little bit of cap space. The team that had a lot of cap space and picks to play with was the Colts. But they have Marlon Mack. They have.
I think they like.
I was gonna say,
they have
I think they
Haynes.
got a
They
nice
have,
young-
they have that Hines or Haynes. How do you pronounce his last name? Yeah.
Nagal.
That guy. So you still haven't technically answered the question. Who would you lump him in with for contract wise?
He's just, I can't.
What would you give him?
About 25 a year.
So 25 a year, you're looking at for average salary. That doesn't count the guaranteed signings.
Yeah.
You're looking at Derek Carr, Andrew Luck.
That's because Andrew Luck signed for a year.
Yeah, Andrew Luck signed.
He's got an old
No,
contract.
motherfucker, you lean that way.
2022 is when he's up. He signed a 5-year deal just a couple years ago.
2 years from now. He's gonna renegotiate next year.
But
after
he's
this season.
yeah, he's making 24.6 million. Derek Carr. Oh, Drew Brees is making 25 million as well.
Well, you can't count Breeze.
Yeah, he's just on the.
He's
they're
I'm going to
old.
play as long as I want to.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
old.
It's basically like, yeah, I want to play again. All right, here's another 25.
Because somebody offered him 40 guaranteed for 1 year,
Yeah,
2 years ago or something like
yeah.
that.
And he said no.
He's like, nah, I'm
He's going to stay with the team he's at.
Yeah, it was Minnesota. They offered him all that fully guaranteed
Yeah.
money before they did
did
Kirk Cousins. Yeah. So what would you say you would offer him as a fair to
I
a
said
little?
it. You said it 5 for 140.
5 for
right?
140.
5 for 140?
105
So
guaranteed.
that's under 30
So you're
Well,
looking,
I'm thinking more of the guaranteed.
I know, but that's under 30 a year.
Give
So
five for 160.
so if you're gonna go and you're gonna go in that range, you're in the Carson Wentz, Kirk Cousins, Jimmy G range.
Yeah, I give him 5 for 160.
Oh, Matty Ice is in there too.
But I think it's going to come down to it won't matter how much you give him. It's going to matter more of the guarantee. I think he's going to get between the 102 and 112 range.
So that would be the most out of every quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they, like I said, the 70 to 90, which puts him Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Matty Ice, Kirk Cousins. Those are the four. Look, Matt Ryan's the higher than Kirk Cousins. I said him out of order. But those are the four that have the highest guaranteed coin.
102 and 108 guaranteed, and then next year.
Well, I don't doubt that he's going to get paid because the Cowboys are going to pay him one way or another because they're set on.
Wait till Pat Mahomes gets it.
Pat Mahomes is going to set that mark if he keeps playing the way he did last year.
If he deep regresses to 3,835, still an MVP type caliber season, and you're going to have to pay him. Even if he regresses to 3,523, you still got to pay him for his potential.
Road trip.
Same thing with with Deshaun Watson. The market's going to get reset every year.
It always does. And the only downfall for like a Zeke is the market for running backs is
It's the second lowest paid position.
it went from being way up here as the top of the food chain to
Because you don't need a top tier running back no more.
put it this way, a kicker was just traded for a 5th round pick.
You
A
get
kicker.
Zeke for a bag of balls and a couple tees.
And a guy changing the urinal cage.
Golf?
There you go. Kicking tees.
Oh.
But like I'm saying, you don't
The
need a
golf
good,
tee is a bonus.
you don't need a good running back now. Or you can have a great running back and still have a fucking horrible season.
Well, when your quarterback likes to throw the other team more than his own team.
And hence me
That's-
saying you need a good quarterback. And Dak doesn't turn the ball over very much.
Jason said, so Keith, you want to throw money at an unknown quarterback instead of developing the talent that you have? I'm actually getting questions. I like it.
Yes.
You would much rather do that.
Because,
That's what San Fran did.
like I said, I would rather...
Who do they have?
But for Jimmy G,
Yeah.
cavalcade of people.
Oh, yeah, they had Brian Hoyer. Brian Hoyer was their
He just
guy.
had a shit ton of people coming and going.
But I would take my running back and I'd take my wide receiver.
Okay, who's going to throw it to your wide receiver?
I'd hold them and I'm going to find one.
That's easier said than
Yeah, but
done.
the thing is, though,
Look how long Cleveland took to find.
I know.
Cleveland kept drafting high draft picks and wasting trades.
Brady Quinn, fucking.
I don't think you need to
Tim
get somebody.
Couch.
Yeah.
You got to go all the way back to like Tim
That's what I
Couch
mean.
and
I
all
don't
these
think
guys
you need
too.
somebody in the first round to get a
Deshaun Kaiser is another one that they picked early.
good
Johnny
quarterback, though.
Manziel.
I think a lot of people are. Yeah, that
So-
was one of the dumbest things.
But I'm
I'm
saying,
just-
you said you can find a quarter. Some teams have been looking 20
I know,
years.
but in the system that we run, we can find a quarterback. We're more predominant on all the rest of the positions.
But the way that you're talking, you're also predicated on the offensive line still being upper tier. If that regresses even more, you're going to have a fucking rapid fire gunslinging happy guy in the back
and then
that's
you're
going to just go, a body, and throw
And
it because he doesn't want to get his ass
David Carr.
derailed.
I guarantee you.
David Carr still was 65% accurate.
It's because he
Even-
threw two down. Because he threw two down checkdowns, so he didn't get hit no goddamn more. Everything was oh no.
Snap, throw it away.
Shit, you guys can't block anybody.
1, 2, fuck.
1.25 step drops.
That man still had about he had a 4,000 yard season on a ass team with an ass offensive line.
No, not an ass offensive line, a non-existent offensive line.
No, they were there. They just were.
It was just there for a paycheck. I just showed up to get a paycheck.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Keith said, or Jason says, tell Keith Jerry Jones, to calm down.
No, I am the opposite of Jerry Jones. I'm sorry, I don't like he gets set on a person and is sold on that person for life. And it can be the wrong choice.
Well, he was sold on Romo for
Tony Homo.
how?
Romo was a good quarterback. He threw a good ball. He avoided getting hit. He just made some really shitty decisions.
All right, 7 o'clock. Are we going to do this now, or are we going to keep talking and then do it? We told people 7 o'clock, so
We can lose it.
because I know we got a few people listening. So right now, guys, we're taking a mini break from the show,
You
and
wanna press the
we are going
We're
to.
gonna pull him.
No, it's going to randomize.
Oh no, I did this.
We're gonna pull him.
Yeah, we're gonna pull them.
We're gonna old school it.
Yeah, I like pulling it.
I like randomizing it.
But he like old school in it.
Yeah, I like going one at a time. Going, okay, the number 10 pick or the number 1 pick is so and so.
This one has me as the number 1.
Where would it put me?
Jason H.
3.
Brad was 3. Oh shit. Billy was last pick.
Nice.
But
Do you
we're
want
old school it.
Do you want to get?
old school?
We're old schooling it.
Do you want to get?
I mean, it does bring them up one at a time. It was kind of cool, but
was it?
yeah, it would show like an individual, and until you hit the button again.
Do you want Solara to do it like she did last year?
Nah, she's been watching YouTube.
All right, just reach on in. Oh, wait, you're the champion. You reach on in.
I'm not the champion.
Wait.
I lost in the
Oh, that's
championship
right, yeah.
fucking round.
It's all right.
Because of fucking Matt
You were the
Mahomes.
year before. All right, so this is going to be. Wait, is this 10 or is this 1?
I don't know. How are we doing it? Backwards, forward, forward, backward.
Last year, all the other years we did it 1, right? We did it 1 through 10. All right, 1. This is 1.
Sure. And first pick in the Not a Clue Podcast Fantasy League goes to Adam.
Oh Jesus!
You gotta wait, I gotta write this down.
Yeah, he's got to write it down.
I gotta get ready. You know,
It's on the clock.
pick number 2 is on the clock.
Are you typing it in our?
He's putting a list.
Okay.
He's making a list.
Is he checking it twice?
He's gonna find out
Who's fantasy naughty? or
Naughty.
Nice? Fantasy naughty.
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 Go.
With the second pick in the Not a Clue Podcast Fantasy League, we have Brandon.
Oh God. He'll be happy about that.
The squad will be off the board.
I don't know. Adam, his first pick is usually off the cuff.
With the third pick
Come on.
in the Not a Clue Podcast Fantasy Draft,
He's drawing.
we
it up.
have the former champion. Well, the current champion, I should say, Josh.
Lord, I'm not going to get any of the good running backs. I was hoping to get the top 4.
You know, Brad, tiny little folds here.
We'd have been done already if I did it.
With the fourth pick
Motherfucker.
in the Not a Clue Podcast Fantasy Draft, we have Brad.
Oh, I didn't get
Top 4.
All right, I got 4. Woohoo!
You fuck up again, I'm just gonna randomize it.
With the fifth pick,
Okay, I'm randomizing
we
the
have
rest.
Jason
Which one?
Osgood.
I was going to say we have 2 of them. I intentionally wrote last
I know.
names. Like I intentionally put the last names.
Brandon, just comment, yeah, buddy, on
Mhm.
his pick. The extra person has the next pick.
I'm gonna put you on for
Okay.
now.
Aaron.
That was the best way to do it, you know.
Next we have Big Cedar. We have 3 picks left.
So number 8.
It's Monsieur Holmes. That's right, Holmes.
Number 9.
Where am I gonna land? I drew the names and I'm gonna be last. No, I'm 9.
So
Kenneth.
he's Bill. Bill is last again. Bill was last in the randomizer, and he's last again.
And the 10th and final pick in the Not a Clue Podcast Fantasy Draft, Mr. Billy Lewis.
Bill got
Wait, it's
it.
not a clue. It's
Whatever Josh named
Yeah.
it this time, but it is what it is.
Poor Bill. In both he's 10th. Sorry, Bill. If you're listening. Yeah, Brandon says, yeah, buddy, for his number 2.
Yeah. You're welcome, bro. I should have took CD's randomizer. I was 1.
he was number 2 then too.
Yeah, he was 2 also.
Doesn't matter. I could have just fucked Brandon over.
I was 3 and 4 either way.
just
So.
randomly like pick. Brandon, what were you thinking about with your first pick?
It's kind
Yeah,
of
I'm taking that guy.
I still think it's funny that Bill was 10 on both. I think that's pretty funny.
Pick 9. All right, with Ninth pick, I take Travis
Oh, fuck
Kelce.
me.
What's that?
Did you lose the list?
No, there you go.
Okay. With the ninth pick, I take Travis Kelce.
Oh, wow. Look at that. He's already calling it. He's calling it.
Call him a shot.
It's like the bench warmers right there.
Kapow!
So hopefully you guys, if the guys in our league are, I know a couple of them are listening.
Brandon and Jason definitely were.
Yeah,
listening.
I think Josh was listening because I see his name popped up on the thing.
Okay.
So CD's going to recap the draft order. He's typing it. It was Adam, Brandon,
Josh,
Brad,
Jason,
Osgood 5. Oh, here we go. Yep. Aaron 6, CD 7, Holmes 8, Intern 9, and Billy Lewis is number 10.
Telling you, it's the year of the Yes We Kenneth.
Yes, we Kenneth. I have to keep the my name because I like my no use for a name. I do.
It's the Yes We Kenneth this year.
So, guys in our league, get your names ready as the draft is coming up. When is our draft again? CD?
Hold on.
Okay.
It's 2 weeks.
Yeah, Sunday. Not this one.
Not this one, but the following.
Sunday.
Following Sunday. So,
The 20.
guys who are listening.
25th.
Yep, 25th. Yep.
Because my birthday is this Saturday.
Because we got to draft the 24th.
Is that the?
Josh's draft.
No, that's Josh's.
Oh,
When's that?
let me find out. Give me 1 second. I got 36 different
I know.
shits going on.
I know the one that Brad and I are co-managing.
Oh, yeah. I gotta know when that is so I can prime myself for it.
So do I as well.
Well, it's one of those
an
things-
ID. Is it IDP?
No, his league's not. If
Okay.
it's
I'm just making sure.
if it's a night I have to work, I'm gonna have to just rely on you.
It's
to,
just straight DD. It's a half point PPR.
Half point PPR.
He didn't post it. No, it's posted on the page.
CD's already asking if anyone wants to make a trade.
Damn straight. That's why I told you to wait. I had to finish typing.
You told me to wait because you were putting in like 39 question marks.
Absolutely.
I will trade you
8:27.
my second round pick.
That's the Tuesday after our league.
Yep. So
8:30.
you're gonna have to do it because that's a Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Unless somehow I get the thing that I was talking about, then
Yeah.
then that might change. I don't want to say anything.
No. Say something about what?
I don't know about
Exactly.
talk about-
Question.
I will trade you my second round pick for 2 handies and a blowy.
Okay, but you didn't say I had to give them to you.
No, you gotta
No.
No,
Trade's
no.
been agreed upon. You didn't say I had to give
I
it to
never
you.
said that. I just want 2 handies and a blowy.
Okay, what's your girlfriend's name
Have fun.
and number?
Have fun.
You guys broke up?
No,
Then-
just have fun.
Oh, I can find her. I just put the Keith signal out. She'll come a running. So I got 2 second round picks now.
No, I haven't received my handies or my blowy yet.
Conditional.
No, those are not conditional.
I think the conditional.
Those are the prime
It
parts
could
of the
turn
trade.
this trade could turn into an extra blowy or a handy, depending on the player to be named later.
Yeah.
You gotta think, it's the second pick in the second round.
Cash considerations.
It's true. It is the second pick of the second round. That's a high pick.
It is a high pick.
It's a high pick.
Well, you
I'm
lost.
selling it for a low price here. I haven't gotten them yet.
You lost it, buddy.
No, you don't get the pick until I get my shit.
I'm the commissioner.
And if other people say it's okay, because I think your brother and Jason will agree, and I heard you say it, so that's.
And even if they don't,
2
commissioner.
handies and a blowy.
Commissioner has override power. So yeah, I got 2 second round picks already. You can have my 17th round pick
I want it.
to even it out.
I don't want it.
And as a commissioner. you
No, I refuse. I'm drafting all kickers.
take- Okay, Taco.
Bored.
No, I'm gonna go all quarterbacks.
Bored.
Taking Pat Mahomes.
I'm thinking about making this a super flex league next year.
Oh boy.
Super flex.
Quarterbacks in the flex.
One quarterback though.
Oh, one quarterback
One
league?
quarterback super flex.
I was going to say a 2 quarterback super flex? I was like, holy balls.
It's not enough. 2 quarterbacks.
Nope.
Oh, there technically is. Because
Well, bye weeks.
everybody could get 3,
Not on-
technically.
Not after week 4.
That's true. Touche.
Bye weeks.
Wow. We've turned into an AM radio show when we fucking do that.
So let me see.
It's Bobcat in the morning.
I got the 7th pick, the 12th pick, and the 14th pick.
You ain't got it yet. I ain't got my hand. You're blowy.
As a commissioner, all verbal trades are binding.
No hand. You're blowy.
Price to be named.
No, you said that now, Commissioner. I'm sorry, those rules were not stated before the
They
trade
were.
was initiated.
You didn't read the fine print.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I have all the emails.
I haven't written the fine print yet. I'm backdating that bitch.
That's how fine the print is.
I'm backdating it to
You
7.
better have a good ass lawyer.
I'm backdating it to
Because
7.
I got CCOM lawyers. I'm good.
I got the tribe.
I want my handies and blowies.
I'm backdating it to 7:01 p.m. Trade wasn't agreed to until about 7:05.
I will trade anybody my second round pick
He doesn't have a second round pick.
for a handy and a blowy.
He has 2 17th round picks.
That'll be your conditional.
No. I want my handy and blowy.
I never said you
I'm
were.
holding out.
I'm okay with that.
I want my contract.
Well, it won't matter because I know at least 2 people ain't gonna pay on time.
Yeah.
Pay on time, bitches.
You know me. I'm always on time.
There's only 2 people that paid
Brandon did.
How much is it for me?
$25.
25 bucks?
$25 for everybody. If the new person that comes in, he's paying $50.
Okay.
Just because he's
New.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
everyone else has put in.
Yeah.
I'm not going to charge him exactly what everyone else paid.
Yeah, but
Because that might take him out of the league too. Because it'll be 60, 65, I think. Because you did 10 and 20, 10, 10, 20, 25. So
but yeah,
So.
you know I'm gonna have the money.
he gets a 50. No, I'm not worried. Like I told you before, and like
Yeah, said you're gonna get bumped to the back. You don't pay.
and I'm just strict. You don't get bumped. You don't pay.
Say,
So you're the back of the snake, but you're the back of the snake always. You don't become the head of the
No.
snake.
You
No.
get
You
you
get
get the
skipped
10th
over.
pick.
in each round.
You get the 21st pick.
Okay.
You get the 31st pick, the 41st pick, like that.
Okay, you're just the end. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's 2 people, they get 9, 10, and then they'll flip, and then they'll flip back.
Oh,
and
okay.
Flip back. If it's 3 people, it'll go like that.
That'll actually confuse. That could fuck up the draft too, because the person who's thinking they're the end of the snake is not.
It's okay.
That's easy enough to write down though.
No. I mean, no, but their plan is from the
Yeah.
start. Like, look at Bill. I'm going to use Bill as an example, or Adam as an example. They're not going to be the snake.
Yeah, but
They'll get better picks.
Better picks, which
Instead of getting 21 and 22,
I mean,
he would get.
you don't
he would
change
get
your
1, 17.
you don't change your ranking of the players based on where you're at.
No, but it could change who they end out drafting.
Yes.
Oh, it will because you'll
No.
get a play.
No,
No, that's what I
100%.
mean.
It's
It's
much better players, and whoever comes in, if they don't pay, they're going to end up last.
watch them end up fucking winning.
I highly doubt it.
You could, but not in our league. Not with a 2-quarterback league. Too high scoring.
Because you're going to end up with a wide receiver or running back that's not a top 5 player in either position. You might end up with one or the other,
You gotta grab a vulture and just pray.
like grabbing Mahomes and hoping
Or get the handcuff of somebody, and then
somebody.
yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone's going to pay on time, so it don't matter.
I was gonna say, if I wasn't going on the trip, I'd pay you right now because I just got money, but it's for the fucking trip. So
Okay, I'm going on my trip next week too. So luckily, with me being the commish, I'm kind of already paid. I've already started ordering stuff. I got the draft board and the ring ordered and coming in next week.
the down ring.
Actually, it should be in Thursday. And
Does Josh already have his for his win?
No,
That's the
ring
ring.
is coming in there.
Oh shit. So it means technically he could.
No, he'll get it after.
Yeah, but I mean he could put it on and be like, all right, guys, because that's the rule.
Well, no one. Everyone said no because nobody wanted to do that.
Oh, okay. But I thought whoever was last place is bored, bitch.
Yes, Nick's not in the league anymore.
Oh, that's right.
So no more bitch.
Nope. So that was my next question.
Put your own picks on the goddamn
No,
board.
I'll probably end up doing it
I
again.
know.
But what do you guys want to do with the shirt? Do we want to get another shirt and give it to the 9th place person?
But they're not the last though. They're
Maybe
not
that
last.
again.
Yeah, they're not last place.
I don't fuck either way. It saved $18.
Yeah, we can
Say,
just
we
save
can skip it this
save the
year.
$18 and put it in for like food or something,
No,
or
18.
put it in.
All the money left over is going to second place. If any money is left over, it's going to second place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You already mentioned that.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Well, because I don't want nobody to say I raised the price and then I ended up taking the profit.
Yeah.
So if there's money left over, then I'm going to keep all receipts in case anybody wants to see it. Like for the ring and the draft board was $32.
I want to see a receipt for that trade.
Okay. I can falsify them documents. Like I said, just for the ring and the draft board was $32 already. No, I'm lying. 29.
Jay, we're talking about something different. You won from the 10th spot, yeah, but you were the snake. We're talking about if you don't pay, it's going to be you're automatically the last pick in each round. You don't get the snake.
You're always 10 in every round.
Yeah.
So you have to wait 10 picks no matter what. You don't get the back-to-back ever.
Yeah, so that's your difference there. That's the difference. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
And if you're having a hard time paying, talk to me.
Work out a payment plan.
I'm not going to give a fuck.
He likes handies and blowies.
No, you do.
Because he's going to trade them to me.
I have PayPal. You can Cash App it. Actually, I don't have Cash App.
You can pee on him?
That's Brad.
Yeah, you can pay Keith, and
I'm
he'll
fine
get
with
the
that.
and he'll get the money to CD.
I wouldn't trust Kenneth. He is an intern. Doesn't make any money here. In his defense, neither do the hosts.
I was going to say it
But
costs me money every month.
in my defense as well, I'm also a banker, and I handle cash for a living.
You're a loan specialist.
Now I am.
The way that you said it, I thought he said baker.
I wouldn't mind him being a baker. Oh,
Lord.
and again, everyone listening, drafts at my house again. As per the champion, I had no. It was not my reason, not my call.
And
We
again,
ain't, we ain't mad at him for it.
and again,
I
it's the 25th at what time?
I haven't decided the time.
Okay, time to be determined. August 25th. That's our draft.
That's something I got to talk
Adam, Brandon, Josh, Brad, Osgood,
Hey, you,
Aaron.
Not a
or
Clue
random.
podcast listeners. Listen in, because we're going to do it.
We're gonna
El Livo.
broadcast it like last year. That was one of our more popular episodes. We had like 16 live listeners.
Fucking rock.
No, I put my phone on the table and just
let
let
it go.
Just let it go.
Because I fucking rock.
That's because that's how much people like fantasy football.
Because I fucking rock.
It's because that CD fucking
Thank
rocks.
you. God damn.
He's a
I
master.
already know if I'm taking number 7.
He's a master trade
Number 7?
negotiator.
I'm already maybe 50 fantasy drafts in. On mock drafts.
Oh, I was gonna say what?
I was like, shit,
No,
I
I
thought
got-
you were in like 10 teams
I
this
got
year.
2 leagues. I've done 2 already. A friend of mine, he always likes to do it before the start of the season because he likes to incorporate injuries in the preseason. And I really appreciate that. I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Speaking of which, you see another one of your wideouts went down with a torn Achilles. One of your rookies, I can't remember who it was. I
It's the corner Buda Baker. Not Buda Baker.
somebody with multiple names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a sprained knee.
No, it was MCL. I saw the thing.
So earlier when I was in my training, I thought it said it was a sprained knee.
Oh, I got breaking news. It actually was a.
Oh, was that reason? Like this was early in the afternoon.
This was before I came here. Like
Yeah, I saw it.
4 o'clock.
I saw it
4
about 12, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it was like
in
4
that time.
something like that. But I mean, that's another.
Fuck them.
I mean, that could be a part of your second round trade.
No, I already got 2 second round picks. I'm good. I don't need no more.
So tune in, guys. If you're not in the league, tune in on.
If you're on the league,
25th
you can
of
tune in
August.
if you want to.
Yeah, you can tune in. Bump up our ratings, even though you're literally in the room with us. But the 25th, we'll be broadcasting live like we did last year.
I'll be listening.
We'll be sitting next to each other right there, like we
know.
normally do.
I'm going, what do you think about this guy? Oh, I forgot about him. This would be a good pick, Brad.
Keith, who you going with? I'm thinking about, no, go with that guy. Oh, no, I'm going to go. Oh, there's that guy. Yeah, we're going to go with that guy. You pretty much just got the insight on intern Kenneth and myself during fantasy leagues.
And then hold on. I also have my brother who will ask me for advice no matter what.
This is true. Yeah, he actually last year he was sitting on the far end. You were in the middle, and I was on the.
Yeah.
I had to sit there because I thought it was going to be going through something else through my computer, but the computer wasn't working,
Yeah.
so it turned into the phone. But the phone picked up everything, so I'm thinking about doing it either through the phone or through the speaker that's on here.
I spit it through the wire.
Kanye, calm down.
And Jesus walks. With me.
He walks on Kim's ass.
With me.
The fuck just happened?
We started.
Stop listening for 10 seconds and shit goes all the hell.
Teach you not to listen.
Huh?
Precisely.
I just don't like
He just traded me away 6 picks.
I know, he agreed to it. I heard him.
And I take his first round pick.
No,
So
that wasn't a part of the trade, though.
Yeah, it was. You didn't hear that part. I got 2 picks.
That's
in
the
first.
fine print.
Exactly.
That's the fine print that happens after the fact.
At 7-18. Now I got 2 first rounders and 2 second rounders. The championship is mine, bitches.
See,
But there's conditions in these picks. With both the picks he got from me, he has to pick a kicker and a defense.
No, that's what you have to pick.
No. That's your condition with me.
No, the fine print says fuck you.
I will trade you my first and second round pick if you pick a kicker and a defense with those 2 picks.
Deal. Oh, you don't have to shake on. I'm the commissioner.
I thought he was gonna
And I get your 3rd and 4th round pick.
I thought he was gonna reach into your pocket and shake your hand.
And you have to take Tim Tebow.
No.
Has to
And
be
Alex
eligible.
Smith.
Has to
No,
be
you see-
eligible people.
No, it doesn't.
Alex Smith is technically eligible.
It doesn't have to be eligible people. Tim Tebow's eligible.
Not.
If he gets signed, he can play.
He's eligible. What, men?
Not my problem.
He's a bachelor.
You didn't say he had to be eligible to play in the NFL.
Didn't he star in Black Men or Men in Black and Black Men?
Wow, he totally went 13.
Racist.
You fully fucked that joke up.
That joke went.
Oh, I got shit.
You're birthing a baby.
I will.
He's doing Lamaze breathing over there, just to let you know.
No, because we had leftover pasta from Sunday dinner, and then we just do a pizza. We ate a frozen pizza, so I ate some of the pasta and some of the pizza,
Nice.
and then I had roast beef for lunch, and mashed potatoes, and it's just sitting there.
Hold on. I had pulled chicken for lunch. And then I ate Taco Bell for dinner. My toilet is going to be crying later.
Oh, my asshole is crying right now.
I had ice cream before I fell asleep last night. Woke up, brought my dad to a doctor appointment. Had Chinese food. So when I evacuate, that's going to be a nice mishmash.
So shit's about to get real in all of our bathrooms.
So we just literally went through a number 2 special there. So we had our fantasy football draft order and our toilet order. So
I think I'm number 7 in Josh's league too.
I was number 10 in that one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. What the fuck is
I'm the
going
snake in that one.
Little BS.
Yeah, actually, I think every year every year I've been there, I'm 3 or the snake. That's where I've been.
You're 4.
No.
I know.
In his, you son of a bitch.
on? Oh, and Josh is $20, I believe it is.
Is it okay?
21.
I will most likely have his money when we have our draft. Or no, I can bring it to his draft. His is first. I can just bring the 20 there. There we go.
Fancy.
All right. So let's get into.
Shitting, because I'm close.
So we kind of talked about this before he got here. So what do you have to have in your car for $500,000 to be stolen in a rental car?
I'm number 6 in Josh.
Good lord, man! Sounded like you ripped a zipper, and you don't even have a zipper. It's blowing right back in your face. So people listening, what do you have in your car that would equal $500,000, and it's a rent-a-car, by the way, to have it
Absolutely.
stolen?
I don't have enough shit. I don't have nothing in my house that'll equal up to $500,000.
I was transporting some coke.
You can drive my car in my house and it still won't eat $500,000.
I was transporting some coke and it got stolen. I used a rental-car because nobody pulls over a rental-car.
Jason asked $25. Oh, never mind. That was in the. I thought it was in. His actual thing. Sorry.
I responded.
My bad.
My B.
Your BM? Yeah, your BM.
It was not healthy.
Good lord, man. It must be kicking now back off the window and slowly working its way.
Some asshole behind you was talking shit.
No, he was in front of me this time.
Hey, I don't
It's going right in his face.
I don't give a fuck.
He's blowing it right in his face.
Not the only thing he's blowing in people's face.
T.
Sprinkling crack on him.
Hey, we got one.
What's that?
Chappelle reference. He said sprinkle some crack on him.
Oh, I didn't. I literally didn't hear it.
Fuck your couch, nigga.
There we go. Charlie Murphy.
Alright, where were we?
Oh, we were talking about the fine. What would be in your car that would equal $500,000? What would you have in your car that would equal $500 that they could steal?
Absolutely
The
nothing.
weed I was
Jason
smuggling.
says children.
The weed I was smuggling.
Oh, okay, all right, I guess so.
See, I don't make jokes like that. You never know when the feds are listening.
We want the ratings.
I'm sort of like
Come and get me, fuckers.
I'm sort of like a big deal. That was Keith. I'm snitching. Fuck that.
You could search me.
There's an angle in WWE where Roman Reigns cornered Buddy Murphy and he snitched on somebody, and so at SummerSlam, the person that he said it was attacked him from behind, and the people in the crowd that were right there behind the camera, snitches get stitches, bitches. Like that's all that they're yelling.
Solero tell you that. I drove that shit in her head.
I instantly thought of you.
I tell her that all the time. You know, she always snitching the hearing on me.
It was fucking hilarious. I just wanted to throw that out there. SummerSlam was last night, and it was actually a decent show, and TakeOver was the day before, and that was a really good pay-per-view.
I'm going to have to take your word for it.
It was really good. Well, with 4 hours left, I put up a poll, what grade do you give? And 61% have B, 17 have C, 11 have A, and the rest is D and F.
I'll D your F.
Hello.
Wow.
Is it me? You're
I'm
looking for?
DTF.
Oh.
I know. Ask your girl.
Sorry. I
Did I say
can't
something?
stand-
Did I say something?
Oh, Jesus.
That's Aaron shit. I don't give a fuck.
God, man.
She gonna fuck you up, nigga.
God, man.
CD did it.
I ain't do
I'm a
shit.
snitch.
Oh, touche.
Just threw that in there in the last second. Oh, list guy was at it again.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I gotta find it. I liked it intentionally so I could write it. I could mark it down. Okay. List of the most underrated players according to this person in the league. In no particular order, he also throws that out there. I'm gonna go from bottom to top. Terrence Ross. Anybody?
I can see that.
Underrated?
Underrated.
I can see that.
I mean, he's a solid player, but he's not.
You think he's rated just right?
He's not overwhelming. Yeah.
Okay. Blake Griffin. I don't think he's underrated.
I mean, the hype's gone off of him,
He's getting up there too.
He's a solid player.
but he is a solid player. He actually puts up some really solid numbers all around, but I don't want to go as far as probably saying underrated, though. Again, I think he's somebody who's respected about the level he should be respected.
If your brother's still listening, Brandon, if you're still listening, chime in when you hear a name that you think is ridiculous on this
Oh,
list.
he's at work.
Oh, he was only listening for the.
I believe he's at work.
Also, he was only listening
I
quickly.
think he's on nights.
Oh, he is on nights. Him and does Joe works nights tonight.
So
So he might have worked a double or like a bonus 4-hour shift then, and he's at work already.
possibly, but
All right. Karis LeVert is next.
Yeah.
When he was healthy, not this past season, but the season before, he was a good player.
I think you gotta have a little bit more time to be underrated or overrated.
Justice Winslow is next.
No, guys, not a very good player.
Landry Shamet.
I have no opinion on him.
I was going to say, who the fuck that?
Who that said they're gonna beat them Saints?
Not that fucker.
Alfred Payton. That's funny. Alfred Payton.
How's it going, Keith?
Son.
Is he rated?
I was going to say he's a point guard. That
Is
like
he rated just right then?
he's a defensive point guard.
Is he
Like,
rated at all?
I don't know. Let's go to the video game.
I know he's a Knick, so he's probably overrated now.
Al Horford.
Fuck no.
I mean,
No, it's an absolute no.
I know people have been like, "Yo, you get a big man like Al Horford on your team, you should be championship." Like, how is that underrated?
He's a good leader, though.
But how is that underrated? Maybe like 10 years ago he was
I think
underrated.
He's rated fine because he's got the respect.
that's what
of
I
the
mean.
league. He has the respect of
Like
the
when
league.
he first came into the league, he might have been underrated, but not now.
Paul Millsap.
No.
Gary Harris.
he gets buckets.
That's up for debate.
Jamari Grant.
No, I don't even know who that is.
It's one of the Grant
No, I
brothers.
know who it is.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie? Seriously?
It's like, it depends on where you have him rated. Like, if you got him rated as one of the 200 worst player in the league, he's
Like-
underrated. But
Like, honestly, he's a solid role player, Dinwiddie is. That's about it.
He's a really good sixth man.
That's about it. Like, that's what you get.
his name is Dimwitty.
Julius Randle.
Not underrated.
I'm liking your noises you guys are making
That's-
before you say anything.
Because
this
this
guy's
is,
list pissed me off.
like, this is the dumbest shit ever.
This is, again, when I saw list guy come back up, I'm like, what?
Underrated.
He's not overrated.
He's rated.
He's a good player. No one says he's not a good
Exactly.
player.
It's not like
Actually, he's overrated now because everyone's saying this is his breakout year coming.
All right, the next one, Robert Covington.
No.
A guy who gets buckets.
Again, you guys' noises make this so much better. Cat.
Oh, God, I'm done.
And then the last one's Eric Gordon.
I'm done. I hate this guy.
The fuck's this guy's name?
Dumb fuck.
One of list people. This is Braided Russ on Twitter. I gave him credit.
Well, hey, guess what, fucker?
You're dumb.
You don't deserve to have a tweeter.
Well, apparently with your talk there, I can see you don't have one either.
Yeah, I don't deserve to have a tweeter either.
Gun to your head, who would you build a franchise around? Buddy Hield, Gary Harris, Bogdanovich, or Marcus Smart?
I'm dead.
Remember that one guy I said gun to your head? He did this one. I was like, this is an interesting one to
I'm
me.
dead.
I'm
Hill,
gonna
maybe.
I was gonna say Buddy
fucking know.
Hield to me.
I'm gonna build my team around whoever I can get the most value in a draft pick for out of these fuckers.
Who can I flip the most?
Basically. Who are other people gonna value more?
If I had to, it's probably gonna be Buddy Hill. Like you said, it's gotta be it can't be a small gun. It's gotta be a big gun.
It's gotta be like a bazooka.
Yeah, it's gotta have some oomph to it. Cause
I lived a good life.
All right, a different someone from Barstool Sports posted this one for a non-sports one. Which one? Settle a bet for us here at the station. Out of these chains, who serves the worst pizza? Little Caesars, Papa John's, Domino's, or Pizza Hut?
Papa John's.
That was really quick.
Papa John's pizza is horrible.
Literally, I said Papa, and he was like,
No, before you even start, I was gonna say Papa John's.
Honestly, Papa John's would be my choice out of those.
My favorite's Little Caesars out of all that.
Well,
Little
but that's
Caesars
what they said the worst. And that's what I was picking.
But I'm just saying, I love
No,
Little
and that's
Caesars
why I was like, Little
pizza.
Caesars is already off that list.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but
Out of the fast food ones,
Out
Little Caesars is my
of those ones, it would be my favorite.
Yeah,
And
out of
then,
unless
then it
you-
would be probably Domino's, and then Pizza Hut, and then
actually I think it's all pretty bad.
Pizza Hut's too buttery.
Out of all those, Little Caesars would be my favorite, but only because I can get a pie for $5.
Can't go wrong with a
It's
pie
not
for
the actual
$5.
taste of the pie.
Oh, dude, I used to love the taste of Little Caesars. Back in the day.
I enjoy it, but I could do without it.
They've streamlined everything a little too much for me now.
All right, so here's another list to piss you guys off from List Guy.
Fuck.
This is the actual List Guy, the NBA take first there, the one that I read from before on the tweeter, as you call it.
Some dumb fuck.
This is his best All NBA defensive teams. I'll start with third team and work my way up. Third team. Your guards are Eric Bledsoe and Jimmy Butler. Your forwards are Robbie Covington and PJ Tucker, and your center is Joel Embiid. That's
Nope.
the third team.
Kiss my third ass.
That's third team. Second team, Patrick Beverly, Marcus Smart, Paul George, the Greek Freak, and Anthony Davis. That's second team.
There's a team beating that?
Yeah, the first team.
First team, Drew Holiday, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Rudy Gobert.
Their first team for a reason. It's not even up for debate. You got the best perimeter defender in that bunch. You got the best on-ball defender in that bunch. You got the best rim protector in that bunch.
I mean, it's a better team. Like, you got better all-around players, I feel, but I don't know defensively. I would pick that one over Team 2.
I knew this would be something to talk about. That's why.
Who's a better on-ball defender than Kawhi Leonard? I mean, Klay Thompson.
I'm happy with Patrick Beverly guarding.
All right.
But he's a forward.
He is a forward.
All right, Patrick Beverly can't guard the big guards as well as Klay Thompson can.
No.
So who's a better on-ball defender? He can guard a point guard and a two guard. Patrick Beverly has trouble with the big two guards. Klay Thompson would give Patrick Beverly problems if he takes him in the post, turns around and shoots
But I think
over
the
him.
forward center.
No, well, I'm not talking about.
I know, but
Straight up,
I
give me the ball. We need one bucket.
I'd put PG on that guy.
Well, he's a small forward.
But it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No, if I know that guy's getting the ball, I'm putting PG on him.
All right, then fuck it. I'm going to give the ball to Joel Embiid. You put PG on me then, if you want to cross matchups.
Well, I mean, if that's going to be the case, then I'd put AD on that. If it's going to Embiid,
And then
AD's already going to guard
And then
him.
I'm going to give the ball to Steph Curry.
I'd put Beverly on Curry.
No, you don't get to change the matchups. I'm talking
I'm just-
about a guard. We're talking about
Yes.
guards. Paul George isn't a guard.
But what I'm saying is,
We're talking about guards, though.
but you're saying if they're going to get the ball, game on the line, I don't care who you are. I'm taking my best on-ball defender. I don't care what position you play,
But that's
and you
not-
on that guy.
Okay, in real life, that makes sense. Right now, you're just you're being a jackass.
But that's
All right, so
I'm putting
give me
it
your
in
best all-ball defender. Who's your best all-ball defender in the league?
on-ball defender in
Yeah.
the league. Kawhi.
I just put him as the best perimeter defender,
He
but I can see that. So, which team was he on?
was on one.
Who's the best rim protector in the league?
It's Rudy.
Who? All right, you got Patrick Beverly. Who's the second best on-ball defender in the league?
Kawhi was already
All
number
right,
one.
perimeter defender. Excuse me, Klay Thompson.
I'd take PG. PG's a more complete defender.
PG's considered a forward on that list, though.
I know, but
He's saying perimeter on the outside.
but it is the outside, all right? You can have a forward play the outside. The small forward plays both.
All right,
He's
okay.
a swing man.
I'll give you PG. Who's a better overall defender than Draymond Green?
Greek freak.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Greek Freak has lapses in defensive pressure, makes up for it with length. Draymond Green does not have and you know how much I love Draymond Green. But Draymond Green will guard 1 through 5, just as good. You can put Kemba Walker will abuse the Greek Freak.
Well, I think he would abuse Draymond too.
I don't
Draymond would be
think-
in foul trouble quick.
He wouldn't abuse him.
Draymond would be in foul trouble quick.
I don't think so.
I
We've
think
seen
so.
it though. We've seen him block up point guards. I've seen him lock up a point guard all the way up to LeBron James. I don't think the Greek Freak can do that. Does he have the potential to? Yes. We're not talking about
No,
next year or 2
no,
years
no,
from now.
I think-
this is from last year.
I think he can though.
Last year?
Yep.
Okay. I'm taking number 1, and you're not scoring too much.
I don't know how legit this is, but it's all of a sudden Clowney is trending. Like it all of a sudden just popped up. His Twitter updated, and now it's a rolling thing for trending. He just hit ours because it was sports related. It's not official because like Schefter or any of those guys hasn't done anything, but there's a giant rumor going around that Clowney is being traded.
Nice. I can see it.
So it's interesting. Interesting.
He want his money.
He does. That's. But I don't know how true this is going to be, but if it drops in, while
Honestly,
we're-
where's he going to end up? Is the question.
what I'm
I
reading
know
here-
a lot of teams.
What I'm reading
Fucking
here,
Patriots.
Baltimore.
They ain't got shit to give up for him.
I heard
don't.
I don't know. It's like, okay.
The Patriots, watch.
I ain't got shit to give up for them.
They find a way. They find a way every year.
Belichick would be like, I'll give you a night with Giselle.
They find
Brady,
and no,
give
they
up your
don't-
wife.
They don't even give up good shit. They gave up a 530-round pick for fucking Brendan Cooks.
No, you know what they'll give up? Mouth kiss from Tom Brady.
They'll give up a bunch of deflated balls.
No, mouth kiss from Tom Brady.
I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up on Patriots.
Somebody told the joke out here. Breaking news: Tony Romo coming out of retirement to save the Cowboys after Dak demands $40 million to hand the ball to Zeke.
Hey, gotta make sure Zeke gets the ball for another 2 years, and then he gone.
Just let Zeke play quarterback.
He gone. Listen, trade for Odell. He can play quarterback.
I ain't traded for Odell.
Better quarterback than we got.
The other
He was careful with what he was saying there. 'Cause
So, speaking of quarterbacks,
you were initially going to say, I know.
what was? I know you didn't watch the game, but what was your impression of seeing the highlights of?
I didn't watch
Jones?
You didn't watch the highlights at all? Oh, okay. Because I threw a poll.
it. Only thing I know is Brandon message.
Oh, okay.
That's all I
Yeah, I saw what he did. 5 for 5, 67 yards.
Is the couple seconds I told you that I watched by accident. That's all I've seen. Like I haven't really even been watching Sports Center.
I was
lately.
gonna say you didn't see the highlights. Okay.
No.
Because I posted a poll that night.
No, I lied. I saw what they showed on like High Noon and Highly Questioned.
Okay.
So, and that was just a 2-second, 3-second snippet.
I threw a poll up, a quick poll about. I said, okay, Giants fans, you've probably seen this poll
I saw that.
4,299 times, which is the amount of yards that Eli threw last year. But still,
4,200.
4,299.
Nice.
Yep. So we must have asked, who would you start in week 1, Eli or Jones? And 15 votes we got, which is good for us. We usually, if we hit double digits, I'm always happy, and I read them on the air. It was 73% for Jones, 27% for Manning.
That's not a great year this year.
I don't think you should start Jones this year. I think you start Manning this year, and then next year.
Eli's gonna have a great year. I'm drafting him.
You heard it here, Brandon. Better step your
No,
game up.
I didn't say what league.
Better step your game up, bro.
I
I'm
take
him
him number 2.
I'm trying to get his ass to fucking pick him.
I don't know. I've seen the way he picks teams. It won't matter.
Sorry.
He'll still pick Eli. He's like, I can wait on Eli in like the 8th round.
You can wait on Eli until the 15th round.
You can wait on Eli off the waiver wire. That's when somebody picked him up last year. He didn't get drafted last year.
Well, because injuries started happening, because I know my fucking quarterbacks got hurt. But Drew Brees stayed healthy. It was a rotating door of number 2.
Oh, my quarterback stayed healthy. They just didn't play well.
Last year was Brad Saints was the name of Brad's team because he had like every.
That was in the Taco League.
He had like every Saint
Is he doing that
possible.
again?
Last time I checked. I don't remember.
I went back in that one too.
I gotta just check it. I've been talking. We've been
like
chatting.
a taco. What the fuck was that? So I saw this on Twitter, and I figured this would be a good thing for us to talk about for the NBA, because it's not the season right now, so it's a player based thing and it's opinion based. So that's why I thought this would be good.
No, because I don't want to hear Keith's opinion. It's stupid.
Touche.
So the first one is NBA player I dislike.
Who, you?
No. It's your.
Draymond Green.
I was gonna say I could have guessed yours.
Pourquoi?
Actually, I don't dislike him. I just think he's overrated. I don't think it's a player I dislike. I just think he's overrated. And he gets too much.
I dislike LeBron James. Why? Because I'm not him.
You
I
hate
know.
me 'cause you hate me because you ain't me.
Dead serious. I've hated Michael Jordan. I hate LeBron James. I hated Kobe Bryant. All the best players, quote, to play the game.
So why do you like anybody?
I fucking hate them. I just hate people that get proclaimed to be the best.
But he is.
I don't argue that fact. I respect talent. It doesn't mean I have to like the motherfucker.
I understand that. I don't like Michael Jordan.
That's just
because he fucking ruined my childhood as a Knicks fan.
honestly, Michael Jordan went to our fucking college, and I hate the fucker.
He ruined my childhood as a growing up a Knicks fan.
I know.
I digress.
I know.
Proceed.
Wait, can I change my answer to James Dolan?
Nice.
Proceed.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
Hello from the other side.
Mine's actually Jimmy Butler. I respect his stats and everything, and I always talk about him as this. But if I actually had to say like a dislike thing, it's Jimmy Butler. He always rubs me the wrong way when I hear him talk and when I see his antics and stuff. It's just something, I don't know. It's just the way that it is. Next one. This one's going to go pretty much hand in hand with what he said, and it's going to be Draymond Green. NBA player I think that is very overrated. CD says Draymond Green.
Pretty much.
The blackest name you can think of.
Draymond Green. I think he's a no-talent hack.
No, he's not no talent.
Well, I mean, you got to have some talent playing the NBA, but
His defensive ability, it shows you he's talented.
role player at best. I don't think he deserved the money he got made, but then again, as you would say...
Wait. What do you consider a role player?
Like,
He's a defensive stopper.
it's a role player.
No, he's not a role player. See what I mean? You see what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
He's a fucking dumbass. How is he a role player? All right, if that's the case, everyone's a role player.
Yeah.
Okay, by that logic, then I'll okay.
All right. We're back on board. He's back on board.
I mean, there's superstars and then there's role players. He's a role player.
So is Klay Thompson a role player?
No, he's one of the superstars on
He's
the
not
team.
a superstar.
Yeah, he is on
Klay
that team.
Thompson is not a superstar.
On that team, he is.
No. Then on that team, Draymond Green's a superstar.
No, Draymond Green's getting paid like a superstar.
No, Draymond Green is more important to them than Klay Thompson is.
I disagree.
Can you build a team around Klay Thompson?
Yes.
Okay, you can build a team around. Can you build a good enough team to contend around Klay Thompson?
Yes.
I need to hear your logic on this one.
Okay. It's pretty simple. Clay's a great defender. Clay's a great shooter. So you're going to get some rebounders. We're going to get a couple more defenders. Point guard that can do a little bit of everything. Boom! Good. There's your team built around Klay Thompson.
No, it's not.
Yes.
That's
I get Vucevic for my big man.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
See, I'm talking about like this. You give me LeBron James, and you can build a team around. Doesn't matter who you get.
He proved it in Cleveland.
They can make the playoffs. You give me Kevin Durant. It doesn't matter who you get around them. They can make the playoffs. Klay Thompson as your centerpiece isn't good enough to make the playoffs unless he has someone almost as good as him.
I don't think
still
so.
want him on my team.
Not saying I don't. I'm saying he's not a superstar. Is he a star? Yes. Is he a superstar? No. Is maybe a hand? Is 8 superstars in the NBA?
I think
Klay Thompson is not. Klay Thompson is not a top 15 player.
I think you can build a team around him.
Is he a top 15 player?
I'm trying to think of 15 people I can name over him.
Is he a top 10 player?
No.
Then he's not a superstar.
Superstar-driven league, yes, he is.
Who do you
If
think are
he's
superstars?
not a top 10 or 15 player, he's not considered.
I said I'm
really-
trying to think of 15 more that I can name over
All right,
him.
name me 5 superstars.
We've already named 5 of them.
Oh, God, no.
Name me 5 more that Klay Thompson is better than.
5 that he's better than? I didn't say I could...
To be a superstar, you got to be better than somebody.
Well, yeah, there's lots of people in the league that he's better than.
That's why I didn't say players. Name me 5 superstars / stars.
There's a lot.
Name one.
That he's better than?
Yes.
In your eyes, Draymond Green.
I never said he was a superstar. I think Draymond Green. I just said I think he's overrated.
But you said star or superstar.
Under your analogy, Draymond Green's a superstar. Under mine, Draymond Green is a really good player. You called him a role player.
Because he is.
Then Klay Thompson is a role player. He's a spot-up shooter and a defender on that team.
That's 2 roles. That's more than a role. Draymond Green does one thing and one thing well.
No, he doesn't. He does one thing great, a bunch of things well. He's a great defender. He rebounds well. He passes well.
The only reason why he passes well is because people defend him by standing underneath the basket.
It doesn't matter. All right, only reason Klay Thompson shoots well is because these guys are good form.
That has nothing to do with other people reacting to what he's doing.
But Draymond Green passes out of the post also, and they don't play off him in the post.
Yeah, but anybody can pass out of the post.
No, they can't.
Yes. Vucevic.
Guys. I was so in the middle of swallowing my water when you did that.
And again, it makes it sound. It probably sounds like I'm not a Klay Thompson fan. I'm a huge Klay Thompson fan. He's not a superstar. Bye, baby. He's not a superstar.
I beg to differ.
Oh God, dude. Oh
So-
Lord.
Jimmy Butler, a superstar?
Yep.
Go. I'm trying to think. Cat, a superstar?
Oh man.
Cat,
That's
no.
all I heard.
Who? How many superstars are in the NBA?
I don't know. I can't count them right now.
Give me a rough estimate.
I need to see rosters. I have to go through everything.
See, that's
It's been a while.
I can name 10 superstars. I can name 8 superstars. If you gotta go through rosters, they're not a superstar. Super being the first word in that thing. Superstar means they pop out right
I'm
there.
gonna say right off the top of my head, you can go Kawhi, LeBron, KD, Steph. You can go
Harden.
You can go Harden.
And then the Kumpo.
I was gonna say Greek Freak.
Anthony Davis.
I jokingly was gonna go Vucevic.
See, that's those are superstars.
And that's the bam, bam, bam right off your.
That's 7.
Draymond can only play a role. You cannot go, hey Draymond, take my team and get me a win out of this one.
You can't do that with Klay Thompson.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think so.
I think so.
No, you can get a win. He can go for 60.
No,
Can you do a season with him as your number
I
one player?
guarantee if you walked up to Clay and said, I need you to help me get this win right here.
You know who Klay Thompson is? Ray Allen. Ray Allen, as much as great a shooter as he was,
He's a good defender.
good, and he attacked the rim. When it was just him, he wasn't a good team. I mean, it wasn't a great team.
Yeah, back when he was just his solo act. Well, no, it was him and Rashad Lewis. But I mean, I'm not wrong though. I mean, when that's your next best player.
But a superstar, you put Rashad Lewis next to LeBron James.
Oh God,
They have a second-round team.
yeah.
He proved it. He took Cleveland to the playoffs 37 straight years.
His hairline says so.
It's hyperbole.
It is. Dwight Howard, superstar. In his prime. He carried Orlando to the championship. I don't think Clay can do that.
I think he could.
Because
With the right people around him, but you can't say that it was just one person carrying a team.
I have to agree with him right now. The way that you word that, when you put the right people around him.
who are the
But
right people?
LeBron literally had the 3 of us and Bella, and literally
Went to the second round.
he went to the championship. He's one of the ones he lost, but they still made it.
Dwight Howard had a bunch of shooters around him. Okay? That's the kind of people you need around Dwight Howard in order to succeed.
What do you need around Klay Thompson? Because
A big defender, someone who can handle the ball and make crisp on point passes.
so you got Draymond Green, a big defender, Steph Curry.
I didn't say the point guard had to score 40 points a game.
But Klay Thompson, if he doesn't get the ball, like, I'm not going to give Klay Thompson the ball with 10 seconds to go and have him dribble from end to end. He's proven that's not what he does.
No.
As a superstar, all those other people, I can do that. Name one of those persons that I can't do that.
No, I just begged it. I want to do that with LeBron.
The year,
I don't want LeBron taking the last shot.
the year.
If he can get to the
I
rim,
didn't-
hell
I
yeah.
didn't say he had to take the last shot. I can give him the ball with 10 seconds to go, and he'll make the right basketball play.
I think Clay would make the right basketball play as well if you give him the ball with 10
The
seconds to go.
year, going to your thing about Dwight, the year that he went to the finals.
Hedo Turkoglu,
Yep.
Jameer Nelson,
Rashard
Austin,
Rashard Lewis.
Rashard Lewis.
Tyronn Lue, J.J. Redick, Michael Petrie. Here we go. I'm going to go right from top to bottom.
Kel Petras.
Yeah.
Can
Ray,
Klay Thompson take that bunch to the finals?
Rafer Alston, Tony
No, they're not the
Petit,
right people for him.
Bogans, Brian Cook, O'Donnell Foyle, Martin Gortat, Dwight
Marcin
Howard,
Gortat.
Anthony Johnson, Courtney Lee, Rashard Lewis, Tyronn Lue, Jameer Nelson, I forgot about him, Michael Petras, J.J. Redick, Jeremy Richardson, and Hedo Turkoglu. That was the roster for the finals.
Any of those other superstars I named can take that team to the finals.
Oh, LeBron.
To the
You take
playoffs.
Dwight out and put LeBron in there,
Their playoff team.
they could almost win it.
You put KD in there. It's a
Because
playoff
Redick
team.
will take the spot of the shooter that he needs, that he can dish to and rely on.
Needs?
You put KD in there.
What's that?
Needs?
You put KD in there then. KD doesn't need an outside shooter with him. They're going to the playoffs.
No, because they had solid backups. Marcin Gortat can rebound and do
He
everything.
wasn't a good player then, though.
Yes, he was.
No,
He
This
was a
is his
solid.
second year in the league. First year in the league.
He was
not a solid.
He was a solid big man still.
It was.
He's never been a solid big man.
Yes, he
He's
has.
been a serviceable big man.
You treat him like Vucevic.
I hate you. I hate you so much. And the worst part is I like Vucevic. I do like Vucevic. And again, I'm not saying Klay Thompson isn't good.
Like I said, I've already stated my case.
And your case is stupid.
Man.
It was Martin Gortat's first season in the league. J.J. Redick's second season in the league.
Hedo Turkoglu's 8th. Rashard Lewis is 7th.
Yeah, but
10th. Holy shit.
Jameer Nelson's fourth at the time.
Rachel
He
Austin's
was-
3rd.
Hedo's fadeaway though was
Rafer Alston
money.
was ninth at that time.
God damn. I forgot how old he was.
Yeah.
Hedo's
Get the blue!
Hedo's fadeaway was money
I
though.
don't give a fuck about his fadeaway. I'm just telling you, Klay Thompson isn't a
It was
superstar.
like Donald Foyle's 11th season. At that
yeah.
point, too. That's a name right there.
So, I hate to say it, but you're wrong, sir.
Ow, that was my foot, not the ball. Ow.
Who's your most
Ow, I forgot what the hell we were saying before.
overrated?
That went on for a while.
Overrated.
Just keeps dumb.
Mine was Ben Simmons.
I don't think you can be overrated in 2 years.
The way everybody talks about him, and how he just doesn't have a jumper. He can drive to the hoop like a motherfucker.
He can pass. He can
Again,
defend.
it's something about the way that it is and the way I perceive him. I think he's overrated, but the thing is, though, he has such superstar potential that in a couple of years I'll be like, no, he's not overrated anymore.
Well, I mean, he still can be because it doesn't mean he's going to develop a jump shot.
Have you haven't seen the off-season workouts? He hit 3 jumpers in a game.
Ooh,
They didn't show how many he missed.
I was going to say 3.
And
Ooh.
I was going to say he played some game. Was it the Drew League? Or
Pickup league or something like
yeah,
that.
and he shot one from like 8 feet behind the 3-point line, and it swished.
They
Wow.
didn't show the 12 he missed from free throw line extended.
I was going to say, how many other jump shots did he
And the
take?
funniest part, he used to shoot jumpers.
I know.
Okay,
Next one.
Nintendo?
Nene?
NBA player, I think, is severely underrated.
Draymond Green.
Vucevic.
Klay Thompson.
Underrated? Drew Holiday.
Actually, that's.
Who I'd take over Klay Thompson.
I actually have to go with that one. With the moment I was racking in my head, I'm like, who the fuck? And then you said it, and I go, yep, that's the one.
Who I'd take over Klay Thompson.
I heard you.
No,
Would you take him over Klay Thompson?
maybe.
Okay. Sorry.
Me. People be sleeping on me.
I mean, you probably with the handies and the blowies. I mean, they could literally be passed out from all the work.
It's not a lot of work.
So when it's done, he rolls over on them. He traps them. Gotcha, bitch.
That's how his girlfriend did him.
Ouch.
Answer the question, Dick.
Fly ball.
Dropped.
Came.
Too high, too high.
Who gives a shit? It's gone.
Answer the question. question.
I'm trying. Thinking. Thinking. Thank you.
Thinking.
Um,
Yeah, thinking.
Vucevic.
Well played on both your cards. Ow, you did it again.
Get out my bowl.
So, who do you have there? Jesus. That is not a real player.
You sure?
That is not a player.
You sure? I'm pretty sure he plays for the Knicks. I'm full of it today.
We can tell, trust us. Fly ball. Sometimes it's tough to think of these right off the cuff.
Not for me because I'm smart.
He farted and it smells really bad. That's what you're smelling.
I mean, I've always been a fan of Conley, but he's been talked about as being the most underrated that it's hard to say he's underrated still.
He's so underrated, he's overrated.
Basically.
So is that who you're going to go with? Conley?
I mean, I've always liked him. I always thought people didn't give him the credit he deserved, but now he's
How much
getting
credit
too
did
much.
he deserve?
I think he deserved quite a bit. I think
For what exactly?
for a point guard.
Because he stayed injured.
Not when he was injured. He was healthy for a good while before his injury. Yeah, he was.
First, what, couple years? He dealt with injuries the last 4 years. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I used to say Kyle, he was one of the most underrated players in the league.
I loved him. Like
He's never made an All-Star game.
he's the ideal point guard that I would like.
You also think Klay Thompson's a fucking superstar, so
Mm-hmm.
take what you say with
So
a grain of
Conley is your... Okay. Next one. NBA player that I secretively like but don't tell people.
salt. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Vucevic.
He tells people.
Yes, he won't let anyone forget it.
I almost said Klay Thompson. NBA player that you secretively like, but afraid to usually admit it.
I don't think I have one. It's pretty cut and dry with me.
I was gonna say,
like everyone knows how I feel about Draymond Green and like shit like that. Like that's the only person I can think really that I don't like that much. Patrick Beverly, I don't like. I don't have a secret player. Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't know.
Now that he's not on the Knicks.
Callback.
It's a good callback. That really is.
I can't think of a name that I would be like, oh yeah, I secretly like that guy, but I never said anything to anybody.
Let's not say now of all time that you secretly like, but that could have went against your team.
Grant Hill, just because he's fucking from Duke.
He drinks Sprite.
He does. That's what I heard.
Because he's from Duke.
Yeah.
I've always respected his game, but I secretly liked him.
He's also a
growing up.
genuinely nice guy.
I've
too.
always, Duke or not, I've always said I fucking love Grant Hill. I thought Grant Hill was the first LeBron James.
Mine was Dennis Rodman.
I love Dennis Rodman. Like they used to call me CD Rodman. I love Dennis Rodman.
I didn't get to see those days.
John Starks, that dirty motherfucker.
Maybe John Stockton, maybe.
Allen Houston. I love Allen Houston. Favorite player of all time.
No.
That's the next one. Favorite player of all time.
Allen fucking Houston. Don't know who he is? Look him up.
If you don't
Number
know-
20 for the Knicks.
If you don't know who he is, you shouldn't be listening to this show.
Mine's an easy one. I'm white, and it's Larry Bird. Celtics fan.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
I've always said I would kill for a signed Allen Houston jersey. Whoever you want dead,
Let me retort.
I will kill those motherfuckers.
Penny Hardaway. I don't know how I forgot about Penny.
Little Penny was looking at you with
the,
shame.
He had the potential to be a top 10 player of all time. Injuries derailed his career.
Same with Ray Hill.
I was gonna say, I think the same thing happened.
Paying 14,000 years.
He did.
I think the same thing happened to T-Mac too. I think T-Mac had that potential as
He's a
well.
Hall of Famer.
But I think T-Mac
Ray
had.
Hill.
You can't really say. Well, that's what I mean.
But I think T-Mac had that potential as well until
To be a top 10 player?
of all time. Yeah,
I don't think so.
I do.
He at least would have been in the discussion of the top 15, 20.
He'd have been a top 25 player. You don't know how stacked the top 10 is. But Penny Hardaway's his trajectory was on that. His projection was on that trajectory. You gotta remember when he first came in, the things he was doing. Like, there's no T-Mac without Penny Hardaway.
I agree.
I honestly think he had.
Because or T-Mac was kind of the second coming of Penny at the time.
And I think Penny had a more complete game than T-Mac.
Okay.
He can pay pass better. He rebounds better. T-Mac scored way better.
That was one thing you couldn't deny of T-Mac. He just knew how to get.
He was
He just knew how to get
instant
buckets.
Instant buckets.
Who are we talking about? I'm trying to
T-Mac.
load.
T-Mac.
T-Mac just knew how to get buckets.
I was trying to load some stuff.
Instant buckets.
I just watched that.
He might be one of the top 10 pure scorers in NBA history.
I was watched that Rockets fucking San Antonio
The
thing.
last 55
Yeah,
seconds,
yeah.
13 points
Just blop, 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 dropping those threes.
in that punch with the ugly face.
Fucking back when the NBA games ended, 85 to 84.
Didn't know if he was looking at you or me. We on either side of the
Like I said,
arena.
back when NBA games ended, 85 to 84.
Fucking the Knicks game was 68 to 49.
Don't lie, the other team had more than 68. That was the halftime score.
No, back then.
Oh, yeah.
The Knicks were good.
Yeah, but still.
I like how you said ish. I'm trying to see where he ranks on the all-time list.
T-Mac to be?
T-Mac. Like, just point-wise.
You and your goddamn list.
I have it for the show.
You and your goddamn list.
You're welcome.
Stop calling you list.
I gotta do some research for the show.
I have a lisp.
Nice. Very nice.
And I knew who you were talking to.
Ooh.
Who would you run to?
I also think it's funny that this year, depending on how many minutes the man plays, Vince Carter is going to go ahead of Alex English and Carmelo Anthony for points all time. Because all he needs is 200 points to go by both of them. That's if Carmelo doesn't play.
Carmelo's coming back.
He's been working out.
Knicks are going to sign him 1 year, $76 million. Okay?
We gotta get people in the stand somehow.
Well, they sell out
Sadly,
every
they
fucking
still
year.
I
fucking
know.
do.
I know.
Slip out, sorry.
That's the problem. We ain't gonna get change until we fucking boycott Dolan.
He don't give a fuck. He's still a billionaire.
I know.
He'll kick you out for saying that. This show has been, we have no credential for the Garden. No credentials.
Hey, can we? No, fuck you, Dolan.
I concur. The Knicks won't be good until he sells the team. Or goes completely hands off.
Yeah.
Or dies.
Couldn't be on his deathbed because then he's not really gonna handle the day to day.
Kind of mad.
So
Even then he's communicating in his heart rhythm.
It's kind of morbid. 10 years from now, pick up Melo.
He signs it, or he SOS's it through his
Shaq's
heart.
still available.
Bring back AI. Bring him out of retirement. Everybody in the big three, just put him on the team.
Some of the people in the big three kick the big sign.
just the three of them.
Listen, Knicks are going to win 37 games this year.
Oh wow,
Holy shit.
he's eyeballing it.
That's almost 500. God
I know.
damn, man.
Randall gonna carry us?
Yep. He's underrated, remember? It's his breakout season. He's going to go 2010 this year.
Vucevic?
Oh, I mean, the people around him, he should go 2010.
He's got a decent team around him. Overpaid is pretty decent. He's underrated. Remember?
Yeah.
Mitch Robinson takes the next step.
I'm hoping Mitch Robinson takes the next step. I like Knox. I really hope Knox would develop.
DSJ's going to take the next step.
DSJ's just athletic as fuck.
Listen, I wanted the Knicks to draft him draft night when they picked Ntilikina. I was pissed.
All right.
I want to get back to this Klay Thompson thing.
That was you guys discussed for quite a while on that.
Because he's
That was
dumb.
great.
I don't like him.
I loved it. I loved it. It was good. That was good. That was a good show part right there. So you guys want to talk about anything else, or just go to the movies?
Let's talk about how dumb Keith is.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Let's talk about Vucevic.
Yes, and play. How those two on a team would just dominate everybody.
Not dominate everybody. You got to get the pieces around them. Telling you.
Well, the pieces are the three of us.
It's all about coaching. It's all about coaching.
All right, we're going to do the movie section right now. This is part of the show where we take a list of the movies that are that are coming out in the theater.
Sorry. Trying to distract the baby.
This is part of the show where we go to IMDb, we look at the movies that are coming out this coming weekend. We discuss whether we want to watch them in the theater.
Get fondled in the theater?
Yes. Go Redbox it, Netflix it, blah, blah, blah. Or we come up with some variation of...
Thank you very much. No.
But no thank you very much.
No.
So,
Thank you very much.
We bring in our special guest, Movie Voice, to do this. Movie Boy. So, you guys ready for the movies?
Oh.
The first one is an animation adventure comedy family movie. The Flightless Birds and a Scheming Green Pig take their feud to the next level. Starring Jason Sudeikis, Josh Gad, Leslie Jones, Bill Hader, the Angry Birds movie Part 2.
Is this part 2?
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't see part 1.
I didn't
No,
either.
neither did I.
I don't give a fuck.
Uh, Yes, exactly.
Flock. No.
All right. The look CD's giving is great. CD said no if you couldn't hear him. He's playing with the dog.
Keep on calm.
I said flock, no.
Waka Flocka now?
Flock. No. Get it?
Waka.
Get it? It's a bird pun.
Caca.
Don't you dare. You weren't there for my last caca.
I couldn't help it.
I know. I had Justin as my partner.
I saw your big misses on Snapchat. Lauren filmed a few of the. She sent him to me.
Yeah, I know.
She's like, your partner's struggling. Clank.
No, it was getting down to the last cup.
Yeah, and you were clanking.
Exactly.
You were clanking.
You know who I relied on for the last cup? I usually made all the rest.
I come in the clutch. That's how this works.
I'll make a shot till it counts, bitch.
I complained. I was like, you ain't even making me soup. You ain't doing nothing.
I do a lot of entertainment when I'm playing Beirut. I do. And cornhole.
What are you complaining this summer?
You want to buy my cornhole set?
I told you a while ago I'd give you a few bucks. I did. Yeah.
He didn't remember because I brought it up to him.
Yeah, I did.
I was going to sell it to Brandon.
Yeah, but you said, I don't know if I'll sell it. You're like, oh, maybe I'll take it back. Oh, you can keep it for a little while. Oh, maybe I'll take it back. That's pretty much how I've gotten.
No, I'm selling it.
Okay. Next movie is a comedy adventure. 3 6th-grade boys ditch school to embark on an epic journey while carrying accidental stolen drugs, being hunted by teenage girls, and trying to make their way home in time for a long-awaited party. Starring Jacob Tremblay, Keith Williams, Brady Noon, Molly Gordon. Good boys.
I'm going to see this.
I would like to watch this. It'll be one of those red box things.
Yeah, probably won't go to the theaters, but I'm going to watch this.
It'll be an eventual.
Yeah.
It'll be an eventual.
Since it's a Seth Rogen written movie, it's written, so it's
I know.
if he's in the movie, he's got like a side part
Yeah.
because that you know how that goes.
Yeah.
So
Tarantino.
no, although his role in Desperado, which isn't his movie, but it was Robert Rodriguez, and that's kind of how
we get introduced to a lot of them. My favorite lines, Steve Buscemi, or not Steve Buscemi, Cheech Marin says all I got is piss warm changa. That's my brand. That's my favorite part of it. Anywho, next movie is a horror adventure drama thriller.
Hide and seek.
No, I want to watch that. 14 girls diving in a ruined underwater city quickly learn they've entered the territory of the deadliest shark species in the claustrophobic labyrinth of submerged caves. Starring Sistine Rose Stallone, Nia Long, Corinne Fox, John Corbett, 47 meters down, uncaged.
47, no way in hell I'm seeing this.
Uncaged.
I mean, is it a stripper cage?
No, it's uncaged.
It's a shark cage, but no cage. There's no shark cage.
Oh, there's no cage. I can touch the strippers then.
I mean, if you want to touch these strippers, I mean, they've got...
Touch me alone. I kill you.
Notice my long dramatic pause after I said Nia Long, and I looked at you. He has a crush on Nia Long. So Nia Long, if you're listening, you got a prime piece of meat right over here.
I mean,
And then you can come see me.
I mean, so we're all on the no wagon on this one.
I still like see 47 meters down in the cage.
I think I had sex during that.
That wasn't the first the name of it?
47 meters down was the first one.
In the cage?
No. What did you say? You think?
I had sex during it.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
Just for you, drop it.
Did you tell her you were going 47 meters down at the time?
No.
7 seconds down.
That's take.
I went down for 47 seconds, maybe.
That's a sex thing. Next movie is a comedy drama musical. In 1987, during the whatever days of Thatcher's Britain, a teenager learns.
I need to see the word now.
Yep. Thank you. I'm gonna butcher it, so it doesn't matter. A teenager learns to live life, understand his family, and find his own voice through the music of Bruce Springsteen, starring Vivek Kalar, Kulvinder Gnir, Mira. That is the name. I'm sorry, Mira Ganater and Aaron Fagura. Blinded by the light.
Is the one about Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah. We have all no's here. So we're going to the next one. Next.
Blinded by that movie title.
Next, a comedy mystery drama. A loving mom becomes compelled to reconnect with her creative passions after years of sacrificing herself for her family.
No.
Her leap of faith takes her on an epic adventure that jumpstarts her life and leads Jesus. And leads her to triumphant rediscovery, starring Kate Blanchett, Judy Greer, Kristen Wiig, and Torian Belisario. Where'd you go, Bernadette?
Bernadette can kiss my ass. Drop it.
She went home.
I'm
This movie with me because I ain't going.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no to this. I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say nice.
Nice.
You gonna watch it?
No.
Keith, you have the praise of Keith. Where'd you go, Bernadette?
I'm misleading.
Oh, I don't know. The next two are documentaries. Should I read them?
Documentaries. Let me see.
You can, but there's no way in hell I'm probably going to watch them.
Look at how long that one is.
Why does it say protagonist if it's a documentary? There's no protagonist in documentaries.
That's not true.
Protagonist implies story.
You can have a story in a documentary.
All right, fuck it. I'm reading it. Next is a documentary. Water is the main protagonist, seen in all its great and terrible beauty. Mountains of ice move and break apart as they had their own life of their own. Oh, God. Kavakowski's film travels the world from the precarious frozen waters of Russian's Lake Baikal and Miami. What? And Miami, just and Miami. Into the thrones of Hurricane Irma. to Venezuela's mighty Angel Falls in order to paint a portrait of this fluid life that's forced in all its glorious forms. Fragile humans experience life and death, joy and despair, in the face of its power. Oh my God, Aquarella is the name of this documentary. Is this Aquavelva? Is this the shit that my dad used to wear when I was younger? That and Old Spice? Aquavelva, I think, was the Axe body spray of the 1970s and 80s. Aquavelva references here on Not a Clue Podcast. You're fucking welcome. So, we're all going to see this, right? We're all hitting this one?
Team trip. I mean,
podcast trip? Yeah.
We'll live stream it.
That'll be the most eyes on it ever. 8.
In one showing.
And I'm wearing glasses.
We're all wearing glasses.
I'm gonna take my,
That'll be 12.
I'm gonna take my classes.
Touche.
Oh, baby.
I was saying 8 because there was going to be one person watching the live stream.
I'm going to be sleeping.
Or 2 people with one eye.
It's going to be the best nap I've had ever.
Next is another documentary. Danish director Mads Brugger and Swedish private investigator Goran Bjorkdal, are trying to solve the mysterious death of Dag Hammarskjöld. As their investigation closes in, they discover a crime far worse than killing the Secretary General of the United Nations. Cold case, Hammarskjöld. I don't know how to pronounce that, and I apologize.
You don't have to.
I'm going to say no on this one.
The only kind of cold case is the fact that this movie's alive.
Whoa.
So, CD and Keith said they're watching this.
I've already watched it 3 times.
Wow, nice.
Together.
You watched it
Oh, no,
legally.
That's what they make you watch in L.
Oh, fuck, all right. Good, wow. If that exists, that's where I'm going anyway. So, coming up next, action crime thriller. A man wakes up in a hospital bed with no recollection of who he is. Recollection, words that make sense, of who he is, and learns that he is wanted by the police for committing a series of murders. Starring Francesca Eastwood, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, William Forsythe, Malik Yoba. Awake.
I know.
I'd be hard to stay awake during that movie. Covered my nose.
Nice.
Cough.
I'm going to say no as well.
Say with your cock.
Next, another fucking documentary.
So you got another fucking no from me.
The story of how 3 oddball teenage bluesmen become one of the biggest and most beloved bands on the planet.
I hate these stupid band documentary bullshit.
ZZ Top, the little old band from Texas.
ZZ, fuck you.
So, Keith, you're a yes on this one? What the fuck was that? If you saw his face also, you're going to be like, I don't know what that means. All right, next, a action horror thriller. An MMA fighter helps an exorcist fight evil. That is literally I kind of want to watch it for that. Starring Sehun Park, Sung Ki-ang, Do Hwan Woo, In Hyung Jo, the Divine Fury.
Hey, but I only posted where the hoe's at to make sure I stay well away from that area.
That's good. That's good. So we're all gonna go watch that one as well. Sadly, I think I'm going to watch this movie eventually.
I don't know about Keith and I know you will.
This is one of Brad's B-rated horror films that he likes to watch.
To take it up a notch, Asian horror B movies. Those are a dime right there. Hello. Next is there's a lot of movies. Next, a drama. 2 men meet in Barcelona after spending the day together. They realize they have already met 20 years ago. Starring Juan Barberini, Ramon Pajul, Mia Maestro, Mariano Lopez Seone. End of the century. No. CD was tired of me just reading that.
Yes, I was.
Keith, you're going to go watch this?
Watch what?
That movie.
That's how much I cared about it.
All right, there you go.
Next. Oh, trust me, there's 3 more. That's what I said. Fuck, there's a lot of movies. Next is a drama based on true events of the Indian Space Research Organization successfully launching the Mars Orbiter mission, making it the least expensive mission to Mars. Starring Vida Balan, Anaban Bhattacharya,
7 times fast.
nope, Shuma Biswas, and Monsoon Bira, Mission Mangal. Holy fucking God. Those movies are torture on my throat.
Not the only thing that's torture.
Name him a sex tape.
I'll watch that sex tape.
It happens every year at the family reunion. So we're all going to also watch that one? If we can spell that one person's last name?
You got a better chance.
If I can spell Giannis Antetokounmpo's name, then I will watch that movie. And I know I fucking can't.
This is how you spell that last name I just tried to say. Bhattacharya. There you go. Yep. Next is another fucking drama. 2 lost souls meet one cold night in post-war Manhattan. Before dawn, deep-rooted secrets will be revealed, and this man and woman will believe in life, love, and most importantly, miracles again. The human spirit can survive anything. Starring Eden Epstein, John Buffalo Mailer, Sirian Byrne, and Claudia Marie Mahler. The Second Son.
That's probably the smoothest I've read one.
Yeah, I don't want to see this thing.
This is a no.
No for me?
No.
Negatory.
All right, next. Oh, the last one is just a straight-up action movie. The 3 big men are playing with Taiwan, continuing the case of Undercover, which is in quotes. You can't see me do that, but I did the finger quotes. The dark internet is about to be sealed. The police are in an unprecedented panic when the black police surfaced. Racist. Is a thief a soldier? A police civil war? Is it on fire? Starring Jin Chang, Nick Chuang, Pianjan Zhou and Louis Ko. Line Walker 2.
Never saw Line Walker 1.
You drop ass?
Don't give a fuck about Line Walker 1, 2, 12, 26, or 34.
All right. So
The kind of line I want to see people walking is the one that Michael Irvin used to do back in the day.
whoa. Hello. Okay, now that I can get out of my, or I can put movie voice away. Ooh, Lord, man. That was a lot of movie voice today.
Now your throat should have taken a pounding tonight.
Name of the sequel to the sex tape. So here's the top 10 movies of the week, or from the past weekend. The second week out made 25.3 over the weekend. It's made 108.4, total. The Fast and the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. I can't believe this made $100 million. That means they're just gonna make more of those motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. The Fast, what, 26?
This is something like that. It's all gonna be their ghosts driving cars. That's basically what it's gonna turn into. It's in its first weekend out. It was in second place, made 20.9 over the weekend. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dock. I can actually put that back in there, so that way it's.
Third place in its fourth weekend out. It's made 473.3 total, 20.2 over the weekend. Anybody? Been out for a month now. The Lion King. Yep. Made four. The fuck was that?
The fuck is wrong with you?
Was that you?
Yeah.
Or was it the plant behind you?
That was me.
Okay. In its first weekend out, it made $17.4 million. Dora and the Lost City of Gold. That made $17 million. Good God, man.
You know who it was? All them fucking creepo weirdo guys.
Oh, with the Dora fetish?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. That sentence that you just said, Dora and fetish in the same fucking... No, I can't even think of it.
We did it! We did it!
Oh, fuck that.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
I don't want to know. What's wrong?
I took what he was thinking and tried to spin it into reality. In 5th place. I think Brad's broke. Oh, it's third weekend out. It's made $100.4 million total, 11.7 over the weekend. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Are you farting?
No,
Oh.
I'm trying not to laugh. Oh, fucking me. All right, 6th. Oh, I got tears. In its first week out, made 8.1 over the weekend. The Art of Racing in the Rain.
There's an art to that?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, in 7th place, in its first weekend out, made $5.5 million. The Kitchen. That
Is
was
it just somebody renovating the kitchen?
no, that was the one with Melissa McCartney and those.
Is it just somebody renovating the kitchen?
You're a kitchen.
Thank you.
You're a hooker. That's all I got. Coming in 8th place in its 6th week out, $371 million total that it has made, and it. Oops, I just accidentally clicked off, and there it is again. And it made 5.3 over the weekend. Spider-Man: Far From Home.
This shit's still out.
Still making $5 million a weekend.
That's a good point.
It's up to 371. Coming in 9th,
Kids still like Spider-Man.
in its 8th week out, it's made $419.7 million, 4.5 over the weekend. Toy Story 4. And then, in its first legit weekend out, but must have been in limited release beforehand, $4.5 million total, 2.4 over the weekend. Bring the Soul, the movie. I gotta click on this because we never talked about this one. Oh, okay. It's about BTS and their world tour. So Sam may have watched this movie. That's a K-pop group for people who do not know who that is. So, Hobbs and Shaw was in 43.44. Lion King 42.20. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark 31.35. We did it. Door in the Lost City of Gold 37.35. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 35.07. Art of Racing in the Rain 27.65. Spider-Man 26.78. The Kitchen 27.45. Toy Story 4 22.95. Bring the Soul, the movie, was only in 873 theaters, and it made the top 10.
Nice.
Those K-pop kids. The Farewell was up to 704 theaters. Brian Banks in 1240. We talked about that last week. Yesterday has dropped all the way to 866, but that's made $70 million now. That made it over the $70 million mark over the weekend. Good for that movie. Aladdin 615
Great
still.
movie.
352. It went over the 350 mark this week. Crawl's down to 757. The Secret Life of Pets 2 still in 402. Annabelle Comes Home still in 346. Avengers Endgame still in 237.
Get that money.
That's on DVD now, right? Or it's coming on DVD.
Coming on DVD.
Yeah.
It's on the digital download.
Okay, that's where I've seen it. Okay, the Peanut Butter Falcon, which I do want to see, it's on 17.
It's that wrestling movie.
Yep, it's in 17 theaters. Its first weekend
Stands out because the peanut butter.
Yeah, it's a terrible name for the movie. It does. I mean, 204,000 over the weekend. That's not bad for 17 theaters. Midsommar's down to 150. Rocket Man is down to 181. Mentor is 71. John Wick 3 is in 174. Men in Black International 159. The Bravest 150. Them That Follow 195. Luce 24. Godzilla King of the Monsters 121. Tel Aviv's on Fire 28. Last Black Man in San Francisco still hanging around 52. Echo in the Canyon down to 60. Stuber 110. 22 million that made. I don't think it's going to go too much higher than 22.
I'm surprised it went to 22.
Because it's making only 20,000 and 14,000 a day on the weekend. So
Listen, it got to 22. I didn't think it would break teens.
Dave Bautista's contract, I think, was $9 million for that movie alone.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Pavarotti in 48. Echo 155. Wall of Rose 38. Pokemon Detective Pikachu still in 113.
My brother just rented that on Redbox.
Did
Yeah.
he really?
Yeah.
That's still in 113.
Well, for his boys.
No, well,
It's still in 113 theaters. 144 million.
He should have just took him to the theater.
Dark Phoenix still in 80.
They trying to get that money back.
Yeah.
They ain't never gonna make it.
Well, they got $8,539 on Friday, $12,353 on Saturday, and $8,905 on Sunday.
Very low pity counts.
That's all they're fucking getting. Late Night, 41. One Child Nation, 2. Shaft, still in 35.
My Shaft's gonna be in something tonight.
Shaft has made $21 million.
Samuel L. Jackson, of course, 11.
He got paid by the motherfucker.
They can't afford that.
Highest paid actor in the history of movies. The Fighting Preacher in 32. Other Side of Heaven, Part 2, 25 theaters. The Brothers Love 3. The Bethany Hamilton documentary, Unstoppable.
Imagine if you had to pay them every time you use somebody in a meme.
Oh my god. Some of those fuckers would be rich as shit. And then The Wandering Soap Opera and Three Peaks were in one theater. The Wandering Soap Opera made $92 over the weekend. 92. That's it.
How many theaters?
One. That's about right.
Somebody went to see that when their kids went to see another movie in the theater.
Probably. They went to go see like Hobbs and Shaw and they're like, I want to see that shit. What's that? We can take a good nap during that
You
one.
know what it was? It was a teenager and his girlfriend.
Trying to have sex in the
Yeah.
fucking theater.
He went to get a blowy.
Honey, we're gonna go to this art movie because we're gonna go in there. Or he's pretending to be.
She's in there trying to blow him. He's in there. Stop! I'm watching a movie.
You're ruining the mood. Gary, get over here.
The Gary guy's everywhere.
No, he's actually gay.
Timur Vucevic.
Vucevic.
About to change your name to Vucevic. Okay. Great.
In 1 second. So, anything else you guys want to talk about?
No show next week.
Oh yeah. There's no show next week because both him and I will be out of town. So,
Out of town.
unless Kenneth is going to do the show by himself.
Fly ball. Cot.
All you got to do for like an hour. Highest rated show we've ever had.
That's all he does now. He makes stupid takes.
Vucevic. It's like Gucci Gang. Vucevic.
On that note, this has been I'll take a couple of those now. This has been Not a Clue Podcast. I named this one the Final Countdown because we were doing the countdown for we were doing
The drafty
the drafty draft. Here, I'll hand you these because I gotta touch
It's
them.
the final draft.
But anyway, thank you guys for listening so much.
Black Lives Matter, Wakanda Forever.
I didn't do my whoring, but
I'm picking Vucevic with my ninth pick
In
in the NFL draft.
It's almost as bad as me picking Aaron Donald. At least he's an NFL player.
so you can find us
I'm
here.
gonna get just as many points out of my. No, I won't, because Aaron Donald has a chance to do other shit.
Pick 6. He's gonna have at least 7 of them this year.
Wow.
18 touchdown returns.
Oh,
Touchdown returns.
breaking news: UFC fighter John Allen failed
Tested positive.
for tamoxifen.
I take that shit all the time.
It makes my balls.
Yeah, that's
swallow.
why you think Klay Thompson's a superstar.
And Vucevic is the greatest thing since sliced Vucevic.
No, since Gucci Gang.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci.
But anyway,
Vucevic.
anyway, thank you guys so much. This is Spreaker.com/show/Not-A-Clue Podcast. Find us on Facebook, Facebook.com/Not-A-Clue Podcast. Find us on the Twitter thingy at Not-A-Clue Pod. Find us on Instagram at Not-A-Clue Podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Instagram.
First name of the channel is Not-A-Clue, all one word. Second name is Podcast.
That's on YouTube.
And Not-A-Clue Podcast at yahoo.com. Nice.
Longrange.com.
I know. So thank you guys so much. Next week we are not on, but remember in a couple weeks we are going to be doing. Well, actually,
It'll
because next week we're not on. So our next show will be our fantasy football.
the fantasy draft.
Will be the fantasy draft. So we'll have
Tune
to,
in.
We'll have to like start publicizing the shit out of it between all three of our pages. Well, our personal pages.
I can try. Like
I share as much as I can normally.
Facebook's it's such a fucking. It's like being back in high school with nothing but drama queens.
What?
It's so bad.
It's not that way.
Like that post I put up last week. It's the first post I made in maybe 2 weeks.
I don't make a lot of posts.
Yeah, I don't make
I
a lot
just
of posts.
share.
Yeah, it's.
If I remember, I do too.
That's like the only thing I do.
I literally all I do is.
Even before I was on the show, every time I got a notification from Not a Clue, shared.
Yeah, if he saw it, he shared it.
I hate face. Only reason I keep it is because I like our group message chats and stuff.
It's easy to keep in contact with people. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey, we're done with the show. We're still going.
Yeah, we signed off already.
Yeah, goodbye, everybody.